the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning. It is a Monday, and yes, you get to hang out with the best people for the start of a new week.
Thank you.
Best person, actually. I was very much talking about you.
This is very kind of you to say the best people. That's great. Well, happy Monday to you, and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Today is just a wonderful day, but I want to reflect on the weekend a bit. What did you get up to?
Listen, the weekend was a working one for me, as many weekends are, but we're grateful regardless. I also got to sing some karaoke over the weekend, so I feel like if my voice is not entirely here, that is why.
Oh, okay. Can I ask you what you're saying, please?
And I will always love you.
That is perfect.
Thank you.
That is perfect, right? There's an album dropping soon. It is, honestly, it's going to be the best thing ever. Woo, the Carissa experience. It's going to be good.
How was your weekend, Carl?
I did as little as possible.
Okay.
I played football, I watched football, and I laid on my back as often as I could. I had a busy week last week. That's a proper horizontal weekend, but it was actually good to play some footy as well. But also just to watch some of the games too.
Of course.
And yeah, Real Madrid successful last night, of course. More details on that later. If we even add Real Madrid to sport, we never know. But it's going to be great. And also we're going to build up today for US Open, which is going to be cool.
Yep.
And lots more things. So I'm actually, looking forward to it. There's a power that's happening on a Monday. I don't know what it is, but there's a power.
I will tell you what that power is, because it's all about maths, and we're going to the power of infinity, and that is exactly the energy that we're bringing you today. I actually did a little thing in my mind where I was like, there's 7 days a week, which is 168 hours, which kind of equals 112 hours a day that we've got to be awake and alive.
Yes.
And then if you divide that by 7, it's 16, and that's how many opportunities you get per day to be great.
16 opportunities.
16 opportunities per day.
16 opportunities. I want you to think about that. And while you think about all those opportunities, please give us a lovely message or two there. That'll be fantastic and amazing. Wowza. All right, so think about that. 16 opportunities. And honestly, I thought Eminem was telling us you only have one shot to not miss your chance to blow, but it's okay. That's all right. But please let us know on the social media lines as well, 063-408-8863. We'd love to hear from you on that particular question. And of course, we will be delving into some of the mathematics stuff a little bit later, some sporting action. But let's get into the news. And Carissa is standing by.
2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's delve into your national news first. And we start off with some great news for South Africans, where motorists can expect further relief at the fuel pump, with a 4th consecutive price drop next month on the horizon. Now, current data indicates significant reductions, with petrol prices likely to decrease by 86 cents per litre for 95 unleaded, and diesel prices dropping between 70 and 95 cents per litre. Now, the Department of Mineral Resources is expected to make an official announcement soon. And if the predicted decreases hold, fuel prices will hit their lowest levels since January, surpassing the previous low recorded in August. Sticking in South Africa, the South African National Parks has begun refurbishing infrastructure and maintaining roads in Kruger National Park, focusing on enhancing the customer experience. According to SANParks spokesperson Ike Pahle, the ongoing refurbishment of tourism facilities, which started in July 2022, is a top priority. Several roads have already been repaired to ensure smooth travel for tourists. Now, the current projects have also created over 1,000 new jobs, contributing positively to the rural economy. These efforts highlight SANParks' commitment to improving visitor satisfaction and supporting local development. Looking abroad to your international news, Sudan's de facto ruler, Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, has declared that his government would not participate in peace talks with rival paramilitaries, stating they would fight for 100 years instead. The US, Saudi Arabia and Switzerland had initiated talks earlier this month, aiming to address the humanitarian crisis and achieve a ceasefire. Now, the discussions did not result in a ceasefire, but made progress in securing aid access on 2 key routes. The ongoing conflict has displaced 1 in 5 people and resulted in tens of thousands of deaths in Sudan. German authorities have identified Issa AIH, a 26-year-old Syrian, as a suspected Islamic State member behind the mass knife attack. He confessed to the stabbings that killed 3 people and injured 8 others during a festival in Solingen on Friday. The Islamic State claimed responsibility for the attack on Saturday. Issa H., who arrived in Germany from Syria in December 2022, faces charges of murder, attempted murder, and suspicions of belonging to a terrorist group. Now we close off your 6 o'clock news with this story. When a 3-month-old critically endangered black rhino arrived via helicopter from Kruger National Park last week, everyone at the Care for the Wild Rhino Sanctuary in Mpumalanga sprang into action. Even the 4-legged residents took a keen interest in the newest arrival. Founder Petronelle Nivot and her team worked tirelessly to stabilize the calf in the ICU, staying by her side through the night. Black rhinos, known for their unique temperament, require specialized care, so they called in Lucas, their resident black rhino expert. With his magical touch, Lucas quickly bonded with the calf, who is intelligent, gentle, and absolutely adores her milk. Thanks to Lucas's guidance, the little rhino is now thriving, bringing hope and joy everywhere. Really good news to start off this morning. Let's check out your sports. Here's Carl with the latest.
Thank you, Carissa. Let's take a look at the sporting action, and there's so much to cover. Let's start with cricket. The bearer of bad news I am today. Shai Hope's batting brilliance and Mario Shepherd's 3-wicket haul powered the West Indies to a commanding 30-run victory over the Proteas in their T20 international clash, defending a solid total of 179. Shepherd's standout bowling dismissed our boys for 149 in 19.4 overs. This win not only secures a 2-0 series lead, but also marks the West Indies' 3rd consecutive triumph over the Proteas in bilateral series. Now on to football. Noni Madueke scored a hat-trick as Chelsea thrashed Wolves 6-2, earning Enzo Maresca his first Premier League win as Blues boss. After a tough 2-0 loss to Manchester City, Maresca's side bounced back with Nicholas Jackson opening the scoring early. Cole Palmer and João Felix added to the tally, while Madueke's treble sealed the emphatic victory, showcasing Chelsea's attacking prowess. Formula One, very exciting to see a name at the top there. Lando Norris delivered a stunning performance at the Dutch Grand Prix, claiming victory and handing Max Verstappen his first ever loss in front of his home crowd at Zandvoort. The British driver secured his 2nd career win following his triumph in Miami earlier this year. The victory narrows Verstappen's lead in the World Championship to 70 points, and what a finish over there, 22.9 seconds. Lando Norris got over that particular line. Let's go to athletics. Now, Armand Duplantis and Jacob Ingebrigtsen dazzled fans at the Celestia Diamond League meeting by setting new world records. Yes, there are more after the Olympics. Duplantis, known for his exuberant celebrations, cleared 6.26 meters in the pole vault just weeks after breaking his own record at the Olympics in Paris. Meanwhile, Ingebrigtsen shattered a 28-year-old record in the 3,000 meters, posting a time of just 7 minutes, 17.55 seconds. Wowza. Surpassing Daniel Koeman's previous mark by over 3 seconds. And onto some paddle action. The inaugural Paddle for Pets event hosted by the Cape of Good Hope SPCA was a smash hit this weekend at Epicenter Paddle in Cape Town. Our very own Lena Peterson and Raul de Mornay, the Nature Boys, stormed through the competition to become the first ever Paddle for Pets champions, a sports story we could not miss. More important than any other story I could have said. I don't know why we didn't lead with that, but well done to our people. They were absolutely fantastic. And also for a great cause too. So to my own people, congratulations. We love you lots. Now, wrapping up sport with that one. Of course, another update in 1 hour, but you need to get an idea as to what to wear today. So here's your weather, and Carissa is standing by.
Now, spring may be just around the corner, but winter still has a firm grip on the Western, Northern and Eastern Cape, and we sure can feel it in studio. Now, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning about a series of cold fronts set to impact these provinces in the next coming days. Tomorrow, the Western Cape will experience very cold conditions, which will spread to the Eastern Cape by Wednesday and linger into Thursday. The public and small stock farmers should prepare for possible heavy downpours in the southwestern parts of the Western Cape on Wednesday, along with snow over the mountains on the western and eastern Cape and the southwestern high ground of the northern Cape. Strong to gale force winds will persist across the interior, and coastal areas can expect very rough seas. Now, before we get into that cold front, I hope your morning is going to look great this morning as we kickstart a new week. And remember to share that view with us on 063 4088 8863. For now, we're going to get into your temperatures to see what the rest of the country can expect for today.
Bombela.
Oh,
Bombela.
35 degrees?
Oh, Bombela, forgot it was winter. My word. I thought Uppington, you could have jumped in there, but 28, only 28, sure. The battle of temperatures continue, but of course, there are other battles that we need to look out for because we do have the US Open coming up, though. We've got two professionals who are standing by to just make sure that we unpack all of it because there's drama, hey?
Oh, there's drama?
There's lots of drama.
Oh, I love drama
all right,
in sports.
because can I tell you, there's drama around Yannick Sinner and a certain sinning with regard to doping.
Oh.
And then there's Novak Djokovic, Iga Swiatek. It's going to be like one of those. So please stand by. It's going to be like one of those reality TV shows.
It's
a reunion show.
Entertainment for the masses. I'm so here for it. We also have Family Math coming up with our maths moms who are going to be joining us in studio. Personally, I wasn't the best at maths in high school, but I'm hoping that their guidance will make sure that we get to an A+ by the end of this Monday. So stick around. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here at S3. Goeiemorgen, good morning. And we get straight into Skinner. This is the reunion show of tennis. And it's going to be great, I promise you. It's a final Grand Slam of the year. It's approaching and all eyes on the US Open. Now, what do we have? We've got a top seed, Jannik Sinner. Whew, interesting surname there, given the doping. And then Coco Gauff as well is there, preparing to defend a title. And, of course, the competition promises some high drama. Now, we brought in the perfect people, basically professionals in tennis, Skinner. Tennis coach Ricky Solomons, as well as a super fan, Nasli Abrams, who are here, just to make sure that we get through the tournament properly and get exactly what we need. All the bases covered. Now, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you ready?
So ready.
You better be ready. Let's start with sinning. Jannik Sinner. Now, the doping, okay, the entire sporting world, they were up in arms.
Yeah.
With regard to what this particular permutation was around the doping. And now you come out of that and you go straight into the US Open. What type of impact do you think that's going to have, especially on the US Open's tournament? I'm going to say not credibility, but its clean reputation.
Yeah.
You know, what happens here when something like this happens?
Look, I've obviously been listening to a few of the other guys talking about it.
Yes.
And so the other players, there seems to be a few players who are not happy about this because they feel like it's double standards in terms of how people are being having to be like the punishment involved with this thing.
Yes.
They feel that if this happened to anyone else, if it happened to somebody
But
smaller...
it has.
Yes. Yeah. If it happened to somebody smaller, they wouldn't have the proper backing.
Yeah.
He's got money to back and get the proper attorneys involved and all this type of stuff. So there are a lot of people that feel bad. In terms of Jannik Sinner, he's been going through this actually for a while. This started a while back.
Yes.
So he's actually played a few tournaments already with this on his back.
Yeah.
I think this tournament's going to be the first one where he's not going to play with it on his back. Or Cincinnati could have actually been the first one, and he won that this year. So I think he's feeling good in terms of the US Open. I think they're just going to take the politically correct stand and say, look, this has got nothing to do with us. We just host this place, and we've got a governing body that actually, you know, they take care of these things.
Okay.
So in terms of them, I think they don't care. You know, if somebody else, if the governing body said, look, he's done this, he's been banned, so be it. So I think that's their stance on it.
I just want to add
Please
something. You know, there are also players supportive of him
Yeah.
because it was a minuscule trace of a
Yeah.
banned substance that was a topic. So it was a rub, like DP.
Yes. Yeah.
And so Carlos Alcaraz, for example, is happy with the decision. It's not his to make. They
Yeah.
did the investigation. They decided he's not guilty based on the trace that they found. And so we move on.
I see.
Yeah.
But I think the problem there is if you allow a micromilligram,
Yeah.
you know,
We get
what
over
is
the
the
line.
scale of
Yeah.
measurement
Yeah.
of it now? I think that's the issue that a lot of people are having.
Having,
However, it's nice to have a top seed in a top tournament.
Yes.
I think for the entertainment factor, but at the same time, you have like ethics versus entertainment, and I think that's what's going to be lingering over. But let's move on to the positive stuff, like Novak Djokovic, who got himself a gold medal, is coming in here. I honestly feel like Novak Djokovic is on a bit of a swan song tour.
Yeah, you can say it.
Can we say that?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I feel like he could play on for, you know, a couple more. But it's feeling very much great to be here, move on to the next one.
Okay.
Like, it's almost like he's been subtly saying goodbye. What are your thoughts on that? Naz?
See what Naz has to
Yes,
say.
no, I want to give
Let's see what Naz
it...
has to
That's a
say on
super
this.
fan question.
So
What do you think?
So he's a chaser, and he chases records.
Yes.
And the gold eluded him for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, he was devastated when he lost the last one. I think he's achieved everything humanly possible in tennis. If there was a record to be broken,
Yes.
he's broken it.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to breathe. He's going to be there for the love of the game.
Yeah.
He's not chasing anything.
Yeah.
He's now setting the bar.
Yeah.
So he'll be very relaxed. I still don't peg him to be the favorite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? I'd like to know.
I'd say I'd give it to Sanoa Alcaraz. This is
I'm more Alcaraz as the favorite.
Me
but,
too.
yeah.
He's a Real Madrid supporter.
But
Sorry. Sorry, I just shifted sports. My bad. No,
No, but
I'm
it's
not
fine,
sorry.
it's fine.
Yeah,
but it's got to do with him losing to me the Olympic final the way he did.
Yes.
And I just feel like he's just burning now.
Fire.
Yeah, yeah. And he lost to Monfils in such a like a
Devastating way, yeah.
I want to say spectacular way for him, but you know, smashing the record and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like he's
He's got something to prove.
He's something to prove.
I think Sinner's got the same thing going. He's got something to prove. And he just won Cincinnati.
Yes.
Which is exactly the same in terms of surface and ball bounce and so.
This is going to be very, very exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but I'm liking the money in Alcaraz, though, because I'm going that way, too. Not only because of his allegiance in the football world, but also because I feel like he's such a great player. And you almost want, like, I can't wait for, controversial. I can't wait for Nadal to retire to become his coach.
Oh. Wow, that caught me off guard now.
Yeah, I know.
I understand.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I love Nadal, but I can't wait for Nadal to retire so I can see what he can do with Alcaraz. But
I got you.
I didn't even hear the last part, like become his coach. I was
Yeah, you
like,
just heard,
retire.
retire
And
Nadal.
devastation.
No, don't worry, because I love Nadal. Also, doesn't matter. Anyway, just two things I want to just add here. Iga Swiatek as well, all right, as well as Coco coming in. Let's talk about the ladies section very, very quickly. Iga and Coco going into this in the US Open. I'm not sure if any of those made your favourites list.
Iga's always on my favourite
Yeah.
list. Yeah, she's the favourite. Like she's, and then
It's amazing, eh?
Sabalenka.
She's incredible.
She needs a...
She needs a break, yeah.
One of the other players needs a bad day from her to beat her. But if she's on a
So
good
true.
day, she should
She's
win it.
kind of unstoppable.
Yeah, she's on a good day. But she's been having a few bad days.
Yeah.
And then Coco Gauff, I mean, is the defending champion.
Yes.
With that New York crowd supporting her, anything can happen. The two of them are my favourites.
And just as a broad stroke for the US Open, are you expecting any upsets? Are you expecting anything that's going to surprise you? Like, I know I like laying down markers because you two are usually right. So let's just forward into the US Open. What are we expecting here from you, Ricky? Let's start there.
Okay, on the men's side, I'm feeling that Alexander Zverev is an outside. He's like a dark horse. I feel like he's on the outside. He's been pushing guys to the limit. He pushed Sinner to the limit in this last tournament. Like Sinner's coaches, both at the end of their match, I saw them like almost fall into each other's laps. They were just exhausted from the battle. So to me, he's a dark horse, and then Sabalenka to me in the ladies section is a dark horse. Yes.
Okay.
So, I know she loves hard court services. She has a real powerful game.
Yeah.
The clay court really isn't a thing, but so hard court's a thing. So,
Okay. And a quick one for you, Naz. Anything that you...
Same for me, just stole my...
Oh, you stole it? Zverev?
No, Sasha is one of my favourite players,
Yeah.
and I picked him to be number one when I started watching him as a junior.
Yes.
And he just made me wrong for the first time. But he has been quietly, he loves the spotlight, but quietly he's been doing his thing. You know, totally under the radar. And it shows in how he's playing. He's becoming mentally stronger. So he's my dark horse. And then Medvedev, you can never count him out. Although he's in poor form, but you can't count him out at the US Open on that surface.
Lovely.
And in the ladies, Sabalenka, yes, Rybakina, but it's the US Open. I think Gauff or Iga.
Love
I'm
it.
dead set on
We
the
need to
two.
bring these two back, honestly, with the progress of it. It's going to be, I am eager to get into the US Open, definitely. So make sure you're ready for the Razzmatazz, the Alcaraz, the top spinners and the sinners. It's coming your way soon. The US Open, and we'll be right here to give you every detail on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh man, Carl is such a whiz with the words. Absolutely love that update on the US Open. Now getting into some math news. I know, sometimes we get a bit hesitant when thinking about maths because not all of us are the best at it, but with the help of our two lovely guests, I'm telling you, we're in great hands. Non-profit organization Math Moms is first and foremost a women's initiative, and in this month, of course, we're celebrating exactly that, training women to become math mentors, to create safe, nurturing spaces for vulnerable children. And to supplement their math education, Math Moms have launched the Family Mathers program to support grade 4 and grade 5 learners and also their families in a very holistic way. And joining us today on our couch are Charmaine Castle and Azra Badruddin to discuss their exciting new chapter. Ladies, welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You're looking gorgeous. Are you awake? Are you alive? Yeah. Barely. I know it's very early, but thank you so much for being here. Charmaine, perhaps I can start with you. The work that you guys are doing is so incredible. And I know that you are a retired school teacher, so the learning, of course, continues. And I wonder about your involvement within this and how you're still impacting the lives of children to this very day. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yes, firstly, thank you very much for inviting us.
Of course.
and welcome to the viewers as well. And I am retired for 37 years.
Sure.
And which is a long time, and I actually retired because of family matters. My grandchildren and my daughter was in my last year of a teaching career as well. And then after 2.5 months, I've got a call of my principal, Mr. Noel Isaacs, and he asked me to go and join a workshop. And he so much wanted school to be part of the Math Mom program.
Sure.
So I told him, well, I have reasons why I retired, but I had nothing to do that morning, and I actually went.
Okay.
And I told him I'm not going to commit myself because obviously I'm doing other things at home. So I went to the workshop, and I met the most wonderful, amazing lady, which is Sonia Saliers, and she's the CEO of Math Moms. And I was sitting there, and she made me feel so at home, so comfortable. And I met also the other mentors of the other schools. And while we were sitting there and doing preparation for the year ahead for the learners, I actually looked and I see, my word, this is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because they were working with the middle band children, which they have code 3 and 4 in mathematics. And I thought, this is something I can do. Because in my teaching career, you know, you get the code 5, 6, and 7s. They can work independently.
Right.
And then the code 1 and 2s are the learners who need support. But they do have a learning support teacher at school. But the code 3 and 4, there's nothing for them.
Yeah.
And being in the teaching profession, you never get to those children because you have 40 plus learners in the class. So you have a time frame.
Of course, yeah.
You need to complete your curriculum, so there's no time really.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to do this.
step
And
in.
immediately I decided I'm going to be part of the Math Mom program.
Oh my goodness.
And that actually motivated me to become a Math Mom mentor.
Beautiful. And you have not looked back since.
I didn't look back at all. And then, so I had to phone the principal, and I told him that I'm on board.
Yes.
He was very happy.
Of course.
Yeah, and then we had to choose moms out of the community, unemployed, and we selected them. And then we came to the school, and we had our setup in the classroom, and we selected the learners, the code 3s and 4s.
Of course, yeah.
And we went to fetch them, and obviously we were strangers to them. And we had to build a relationship with them.
Of course.
Create a safe space for them.
Yes.
And the first thing we did was to show that we care about them, they belong there, we respect them, and when they come in, we give them a hug.
Oh, I love
and,
that.
yes, and when they leave, they do a group hug.
Oh, gorgeous.
And as time progresses, the learners became very more comfortable with us. They became relaxed with us. And, you know, when they come running down the passage, they say, I love my moms.
Oh, my math
And
moms,
my
we're
math
here for
moms.
them. I
And,
love that, Sinead.
yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that story. I mean, we could talk about this forever, but
Yes.
I really just want to highlight that impact that you're still making on the children's lives today. And that level of comfort, which I think is so necessary when dealing with something you're struggling with. You know, you already feel like an outsider, not grappling with concepts as you could. And perhaps I can touch on that with you, Azra, because you've created this program called, of course, the Family Matters program. Do you want to tell me a bit more about that and where you saw the need and interjected into that?
Okay, so the Family Matters program is all about the experience, having a fun, fun family experience where they integrate games into math, where the learners can enjoy the games while playing math and through hands-on activities. And the learners knowing that the family is there to support them while they're learning math has a really huge impact on the learners. need in learning the math.
That's beautiful. And again, that thread runs across both. You're trying to create fun and a healthy and a safe environment for these children to, of course, do what they need to do. Ladies, thank you so much. What you're doing is incredible. And we're going to keep you around because we're going to play a game with you to test our own math skills. And we'll see how we do. Please, Shemaine and Azra, be kind to us. But I know that we'll be supported throughout. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll be back in just a little bit. And perhaps you can also participate in a little bit of maths this morning to jog the brain. We'll see you now. Win with the Tastemaster Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and create your own unique recipe video for TikTok. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Tastemaster Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love. You could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer plus a Clover hamper. Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior, Tuesday evenings at 7. Repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2. Clover, made with love.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Monday. Yes,
Happy.
we're getting you moving and grooving because maths is the subject of today. And it is essential, but sometimes a bit of a challenging part of your schooling. And then in your adult life, we want to know, right? Have you ever actually applied what you learned in school in your day-to-day? That's the question we had for you. Of course, you had to let us know on socials and on 0634088863. And I think we should get into some comments.
You know, there were so many things I learned, like Pythagoras. That's how you can make a foofy slide with Pythagoras. Anyway, Gracious saying, good morning, my lovely Expresso fam. Not an adult yet, but in my teen life, I apply what I learn in school. But most of the time, it's just my general knowledge.
Oh, good for you,
great.
Gracia. Well, Salma also got in touch saying, I still find maths a hard subject till today. It was so difficult and confusing and preferred accounting to maths, actually. But I wish I was good. It would have helped me in choosing a really good career path.
All right, then another one. Teresa saying, good morning, my beautiful, beloved Expresso fam. Speak for yourself, Teresa. In my adult life, I use maths when I do shopping groceries as well as calculating my budget list month end. Okay, that's
relatable.
Essay maths.
Well, Clarissa Muller also got in touch, almost my namesake, saying, good morning, Expresso fam. You know, I'm still trying to figure out how does algebra fit into my daily life? You know, Clarissa, you and me, because...
all the time.
Where?
Think about it, yes. If you want to know what happened to your ex,
Yeah.
you need maths. That's what happens, okay?
But don't call them back, okay?
That's it.
All right. Well, let's get into a game with our maths moms in the studio right now. We're back with Charmaine Castle and Azra Badruddin from Maths Moms for a game, a card game in particular. Now, I'm going to ask you, Azra, to explain this because I was a little bit lost earlier, but now I feel like I got it maybe. I don't know.
You do have it.
Yes. So the name of the game is called Snap. It's
Yes.
a two-player game. So the first step is you need to share out the cards equally, so
Okay.
halve it. So we
Yeah.
can just halve it.
Just do
and
a
the
quick
two
half, yeah.
players.
Oh, are we playing?
Yes, you
Okay,
are
cool.
playing.
Done and
okay.
dusted.
So the first thing you do, so in this game of Snap, we're gonna have a rule. The rule will be multiplying. So each player is gonna take a card out simultaneously at
Yeah.
the same time. So we can do a practice round first.
Yes, please.
So
What
both.
time is it in the morning?
It's 6:25.
You call this, here comes the brain. Here comes the brain. Okay, yes, continue.
Double maths first thing in the
Right.
morning. All right.
Okay, so first both the players simultaneously will take one card and put it down. And now those cards are, king is 13.
Yes.
And that's 3.
Yes.
Okay.
So the players need to calculate what 13 times 3 is in their
39.
head. And whoever gets the answer first
Okay.
gets those
Thank you.
cards.
It's good.
And
He's
the
got
aim-
it.
He's got
yes.
it. He's got it.
And then the aim of the game is, after the end, whoever has the most cards taken, they win.
Okay, so the
Okay.
one times the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
And so,
so-
we can do maybe
Can I
like
get a calculator?
King, Queen, Jack is always 13, right? And an ace is 1.
Jack is 11,
Oh, Jack's 11.
Queen is 12, and
Okay, so 11,
King
12,
is 13.
And,
Ace is 1.
And ace, okay,
is
cool.
one.
And
Ready?
Joker?
There's no
Because
joker.
not
Oh, okay. That would have been cool, eh?
Yeah, make up a number.
The winner's going to get this goodie bag.
What?
Okay, you see? Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
I want the dumps.
Oh,
Okay.
And you get 2 packs
Oh,
of
the
cards
colouring
as well.
book.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
But,
You're ready to lose.
Okay, are we multiplying today?
Yes, you multiply.
Okay.
Whoever
Yeah.
says the answer first will
But
take those
remember,
cards.
that was a
It's practice round,
So
okay.
you must put that cards back in.
Yes, okay, I'll put that's one for you
So we
as
can
well.
do maybe best out of 5, maybe 5 rounds.
5 rounds.
And
5
see
rounds?
who has the most cards.
Wow.
Okay.
I thought
That went better in
yo,
my head.
under pressure we are today. Welcome to your feel-good breakfast show where people are good at talking, not so much maths. But we'll change that. Let's
3,
go.
2, 1. Let's go. Ba. Oh my God.
Oh, she was... Wow. My brain
Right,
actually
right.
literally went blank.
Okay, no. This is 100.
Hold on, so that's a 12 and that's
112.
13. No,
1,012.
what? Oh, my word. Is that like
One
106?
side.
Let's try it again.
No.
Let's try it
Yeah.
again.
So, no, don't just go. No, until we get the answer. Until we get the... I'm not stopping until I
Don't
get
make
this
me laugh.
answer.
Okay.
Okay. Just fine.
What is it? 13 times 12. No.
It's 157.
Carry the 2.
57?
57?
Oh, or maybe
136.
156.
We got that right.
Hey, who got? Did I get it right?
136.
Did I?
Yeah, thank you.
36. Well done.
Okay.
Love you.
Don't love
Okay.
you. Let's
Okay.
do it.
But you know, I
Another
was
one,
pretending
another
not to
one.
know.
Another round.
We were pretending not to know because it like made it interesting
We
for the
wanted
game.
you to figure it
Okay,
out.
just
Yeah.
don't focus on us. Just play your own game.
1,
Okay.
2,
Go.
3.
Again.
Why would you do this? Oh, that's
That's
11.
an easy one.
Oh.
11.
Yes, 11.
Thank you.
Oh, A is
Yes, it's
One.
1.
Right,
Okay.
next one. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, go. 50.
55.
55.
55.
Let's go again.
Test the mathematical.
99. You don't, you take
Okay.
it. Because I believe in you. Why are you crying?
This is emotional. It's too early for this.
27.
Take it.
Okay.
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 Quickly, 1, 2, 3, go. 40.
There we go,
Thank you.
there we go.
Next one. Let's go. Okay, 50. Let's go. Okay. Ooh.
6 and 8.
48 maybe?
I think you got it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Some numbers just trip me up. Maybe
Yeah.
I think
I'm a
it's
little-
because
okay.
I think that's
it's
what
early
happened.
morning.
It's the early
Yeah,
morning
it's
trauma. Are we
early
doing another round?
Yes.
Okay, one more.
Okay. Just 8 to
24.
27.
24.
I'm so close. Okay, one more.
One more.
One more.
4.
4.
Yay!
The tears. You know what? I know what the tears are from. Showman Azra, you know what the tears are from, right? When you had a double maths on a Monday, like that, I know.
trauma.
Yes.
I can't cry now because I'm over it. But
I can cry on
No, you were great. You were
Wow.
great.
thank
Who
you.
won? Let's count.
No, you were
Let's see who
great.
Wow.
2,
Okay, so who?
5, 6.
Yes, you need to count
Oh,
to
sorry.
get the
At least I can
goodie bag.
count.
Now we still have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, we both got
Is it even?
Yes, it's
So you
even.
need
We
to
can
do it.
share.
You both can share the prize.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
share
last
the
round.
prize.
Oh, is
Okay.
it like
Winner
we're doing
takes
one
it all.
more? Oh, goodness.
Just to get the
I want
winner.
that ruler.
Just to get the winner.
Okay, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, go. Ah, what is king?
I think it's 26.
Yes.
26.
Please give me the
Okay.
coloring book.
Okay, you know what? You can have half anyway, because you and I
can
did
share
that
the- can share,
trauma
yes.
together
Thank you.
live.
It's called trauma
Thank you.
bonding. Well
Thank
done,
you so
Carl.
much.
Very proud
I'm going to
of
give you this because I believe you're the ruler of the
Yeah.
game. And there's stuff. I thought you were going to clap me. You see what I'm saying? The trauma of maths. You're just like my teacher.
My sword. Okay,
my
well
goodness.
done. Math moms, family mathers, thank you so much for being here, Charmaine and Azra. How can people support you, follow you online? And if they also want to be part of the program, how do they get involved?
We have there's an Instagram account called Math Moms, there's a Facebook account Math Moms, and we even have a site for Math Moms where you can see everything that Math Mom does and how to actually answer all your questions all on the site.
I love that. You know why? Because family matters, and so does Carl. We love you. Mathsmoms.co.za is where you can find it. Yes. Well, thank you so much, ladies. And we still have so much coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Yes.
And you are feeling the best because you got the smiley face
Got
on.
it. That's great. So we don't want to divide any of your attention. We want to multiply the entertainment. And so please don't minus yourself on the TV. We'd like to add Proteas, which are coming up very soon. We want to do the T20 International. Not a good night for the Proteas, but it's okay. They did have calculus to win, but they didn't. So it's okay that they are going to be unpacked in the next couple months. And then we need breakfast.
We do need breakfast. Breakfast 3 ways. In fact, we're going to make some overnight oats, one of my favorite things to eat in the morning, especially for a girl on the go. And we're going to do it 3 ways. If you don't like the one, you'll definitely like the second or the third. Well, let's get into an ad break, and then we'll be back with more goodness.
We connect more countries than any other airline. Turkish Airlines.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I know you've just woken up and you realize that the Proteas lost. Don't worry, Lorenzo Daris will make sense of it. He is our sports analyst director and sports psychologist because we need it after that T20 International blunder. Sorry, I'm a bit emotional about it, but it's okay. This morning we just had to unpack, you know, it's a West Indies thing. They seem to always beat us. There's a 30-run victory we have to get through, and we're going to do this together, okay? At the Brian Lara Academy. Shy Hope's explosive batting, wowzer. Romario Shepherd's masterclass at bowling, another wowzer. So, yes, they lead 2-0. It's more of a dead rub at the end, but it's okay because we can talk about it. Maybe we win the last one.
Yeah, you're very emotional. I could see the love that you had with that. Not robotic at all.
No, it's just...
I feel for you. But Real Madrid, did they not win the weekend? Are you okay?
3-0.
Yeah, there you go. So at least you got something good.
Let's talk about that. Can we not, why don't you add that to the brief, please? But it's okay. You know, we have to face our fears.
Yeah.
What went wrong? I know it's a terrible thing to ask you, very vague, but what went wrong?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out as well. I watched Friday night and then last night. Middle order just collapsing. No faith in themselves. If you look at the way everyone else was playing around them, on Friday night it was Stubbs and Kruger, I think, that put on a really good partnership. Last night we saw Reza Hendricks coming out and saying why he deserves to be there, and Rickleton not doing too well. And then Aiden coming out and smashing a few, but it's not worth it just getting 26 runs or 44 runs. We need to put on a partnership of 100 when you're playing against a dangerous team like the Windies in with the West Indies. And we've lost to them, I think, in the last 3 series. And we know these things. But we also need to take stock of the fact that this is not the same team that went to the T20 World Cup. Rob Walter is trying to breed some new talent coming through, but I feel like we're still missing that middle order. It's a problem now. You can't be having 2 matches in a row, 2 games where we're crumbling.
And the T20 middle order, you're looking for people who have an immense amount of confidence, who can take the risks. They have utilities, so possibly all-rounders as well. That's what we're looking for. I just feel like the West Indies, the pressure play, it's just like we are way too timid. I feel like we're not going after it. I feel like we're playing safe. We're doing the blocking here and there. It's almost like we are so worried about the dismissal as opposed to the points on the board, the runs on the board. So that's what I'm getting from the highlights reels and the packages that I'm seeing. But let's talk about Reza Hendricks and that particular loss. Let's just talk about what the impact is of that sort of thing, especially with regard to this match.
Well, look, he was phenomenal, and just getting that and getting the boundaries. But I feel like he was the only one, and him and Stubbs. The 2 of them were taking risks, and they weren't thinking about their wicket. They were thinking about getting the runs. And we came to a point where we were at 120, 129 for 3, and we were like, we've got this.
Here we go.
And the Proteas do what they do all the time. I hate this word.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Can I say it?
We had JP Dumini here earlier, and he also didn't want me to say it.
We don't say it.
I don't want to say it. And my car is actually... it's broken at the moment.
Is your choke not working? The choke not working.
Anyway.
Yeah, but I must say that, if you were to look at the team holistically, quite a few positives out of it. Stubbs being one, Rickleton being... not Rickleton, Reza Hendricks being one. And I'm hoping that Rob Walters just pulls something together, because we cannot be performing quite well in a World Cup, and then after that, like our very next T20 series, we're throwing everything away. Whereas if you look at the Springboks, they've got that depth coming through, and we're still able to win. We need to replicate it with our cricket. It's starting to show that we don't have the depth other than the first team that can play well. Why? We've got a magnificent cricket system in the country.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I was just at the awards for Western Province Cricket, and just looking at the amateur system that we have based in the Western Cape alone, it is the best. Like, what is going on? Is it the coaching or the players not believing in themselves?
Yeah, I think we need to make sure that we know that we are international quality and standard. We have to, even the smallest of clubs, treat yourselves as an academy. Take yourself seriously. I think that's where it starts in any sporting world. I think when your amateur club says, we want to create a professional system here where an under-16 can take a first-team person's place.
Yes, that's the lovely thing about cricket.
It creates a culture of performance throughout the ranks, and then bleeds into the provincial system and the national system.
Yeah, I feel that we also, with Mapaka being in the team now, Kwena being in the team, we need to start showing more faith in our under-19s that are coming through. We see that with the West Indies, playing 16, 17-year-olds at any given time.
There we go.
India doing it as well. So why are we not giving them the opportunity? We should be doing that. I would love to see more of Brevis in the national setup. I'm seeing him all over the world. I don't know what's going on behind the scene, but we need someone like him that can come in, because Rassie is losing it at the moment. I'm seeing Rassie becoming a lot scared compared to what he was before. He just came in and you were like, cool, here's a 50 coming. We're going to see it.
Guaranteed.
We're not seeing that at the moment. Now you see a 20-year, a middle order where you just see 0s, 6s, 17s. It's not healthy for the match. It's not healthy for the Proteas.
Series lost now. We got one more to go. A bit of a dead rubber. But I think we need to lick the wounds, learn and move forward as we always do. I think that's the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
And the only time we have. Otherwise, you and I will rant about this all morning.
We're going to win the next one, though. I'm
Yes,
just telling
we
you.
will.
And then we're going to be like, where was this team? Why was this team not in the first 2 matches? That's what happens every single time. And it's quite disappointing.
Yeah.
And I hope they need to bring some of the older Proteas that have been there. We need to start utilizing the JPs, the Vernons that's there,
Yeah.
the Alan Donalds that's been part of the Masters Tour. We need to start bringing Jacques Callis them back. I think that's the way forward. We're not learning.
You heard it from Lorenzo. So, yes, Mr. Walter, let's do it. As we move on to things, I think the best way to forget about any sort of loss is food. And I feel like we need oats.
We definitely need some oats for this morning to power on up for a week ahead. If you want to kickstart your day with something absolutely delicious and also nutritious, we've got you covered with our overnight oats 3 ways. Now, whether you're craving the sweet burst of seasonal fruit or also the warmth, my favorite, of apple and cinnamon, or even the classic combo of peanut butter and banana, these oats are the perfect pre-ahead breakfast to make your morning so much easier. And I'm here for it. If I can find a hack, I'm going to plug you and tell you more about it. But I can't do it alone because Carl has to join me in making delicious oats for not only us to eat, but I think we can spread and share the love around, no?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
All right, so each one of these oats that we're going to do, it has purpose in life.
I think
Have you
so.
noticed on a Monday, we're full of motivation, so there's purpose here.
So out of the 3, we're making 2, actually,
Yes, so
because we've narrowed it down.
Yeah, we had to because we would have been here for hours. Though the other one we actually made earlier was a banana one. We sliced the bananas. We add a bit of chia seeds here and there. We left it overnight because it's overnight oats for a reason. And bada bing, bada boom, it was there. But now we're going to make these in front of you because they're more technical. So let's start with yours.
So I've got the seasonal fruit that's
right.
going to be super delicious all together. So of course we've got the star of the show, our oats. So we're going to chuck that in here and make sure it's absolutely delicious. We then can do whatever you want when it comes to the inside. But I personally love some yogurt in mine. So I'm going to chuck that in and make sure that I mix it all together. Okay?
That is... I'd eat it just like that without it being overnight to get soft.
Same.
Because these are rolled oats.
Exactly.
I find rolled oats to be a healthier type of oat as well. I think it's just great. It's good on the gut too. It's low GI, which means it's going to slow release the energy into your body.
I love that about it
And
too.
that's why it's cool. You don't want to spike your sugar levels too much in the morning. You want it to be
Exactly.
nice, slow, so that you don't have that slump at lunchtime.
It carries you throughout your day.
People wonder why there's a slump at lunchtime. It's because your sugar levels are dropping rapidly because you spiked them too high in the morning.
You didn't
Pro
have
tip.
your oats, okay?
Here we go.
Well, listen, we threw some vanilla essence in there, and then we've got to go in with a little bit of sweetness because we just use some plain yogurt, right?
Yes.
So we're going to chuck some honey in there. And yes, we have fruit, but fruit provides tartness and a bite of freshness, not always the sweetness. We're also going to use some milk because we want the consistency to be lovely. So it would help if I opened it.
It would help a little bit, but not
That's-
much, but a little bit. It would assist in that way.
All right, I'm going to go in with a cup of milk to make sure that we're good. So the fruit is actually just there to top it all off. But when it does come to the milk, I have to tell you and plug you once again, because if you are tired of milk that spoils very quickly, it's time to make the switch to Clover. That's all I got to say there. 1 litre UHT fresh milk stays fresher for longer, meaning you can enjoy its delicious taste and nutritious benefits without worrying about spoilage. It's definitely perfect for those families that want their milk to last. And also, of course, you get the nutritious values of the calcium forever.
Well, just the way you are just mixing that through is, I was actually getting mesmerized.
You were?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to transfer it over into here. And you can use any sort of container that you want to store your fruit in. I mean, to store your overnight oats in. But I'm definitely going to top it with some blueberries, some raspberries, and then I also want to add some strawberries in the mix.
I'm gonna do mine very quickly.
Yes, please.
I just wanted to an apple cinnamon version.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same as you did, which is add some of the yogurt too. We've got our rolled oats over here. The thing is, this is how we roll with oats. That goes in. You see, there's a bit of ASMR there. Do you hear it? When tell you what, let me do that again for you. So just a little bit closer. All right. It's a bit of ASMR. It's important. You're welcome. Okay, that's how it goes. Then we add the yogurt.
Yes.
And the yogurt's going to give you, as you mentioned, it's that creaminess that you want. Because you want a bit of comfort in the morning. And once you mix that through together, I too require that amazing milk that you were chatting about now.
I think you should add in some Clover milk. It's going to make it that much better.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add it all together. Mine, I'm going to try and whip it up as quick as I can, just to make sure that you're following. There it is.
I like your technique.
It's what the technique of the milk.
Of pouring.
Oh, thank you. It's just, I feel like if you don't get good pouring, then you're really boring. It's a thing that I add to the kitchen every now and then. Just a little idea for you.
Should put that on a t-shirt.
I'm going to. It's just, Clover better get involved there. So next thing, I've got some vanilla asson. You know vanilla asson?
I like it when you speak foreign.
Yeah, thank you. Vanilla asson. That's it. It's important to have vanilla essence. So vanilla essence if you want English version. So I keep on forgetting that we're here. Yes, I am. And then, you know what? It's important
You gotta pour it from the top too.
You gotta. It's from a height.
You could go higher with it.
You wanna go a little higher? There we go. Just make sure it stays in there, eh? More?
Tell me when to stop. Say when.
Don't let me get in this counter, eh? Because I mean, I would have. And then we're gonna do some
cinnamon.
Some people say cinnamon, but I'm gonna say cinnamon. That's what's there for you. Okay,
oh,
great.
yeah, that's gonna add the warmth to it as well. And
right.
apples?
Yes, apples. In the morning, Monday morning, you were at the club this weekend. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. But now we're just going with apple. You know, the boots with the fur comes later. And I want to drop in just a few apples here.
Drop it down low.
Yes, I do. Just a few. I'm using Granny Smith apples.
Okay, I have that for you.
Because that's who reprimanded you for going to the club in the first place. You came home and you had to go sleep at your granny's house because you were trying to hide
I don't know about you, but I party with my Oma.
Do you?
I do.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to mix it through. So what that apple's going to do is going to give you a good bite. The apple's going to soften just a bit as it sits overnight.
Exactly.
And we are going to put this, not overnight, we're going to actually leave this in the refrigerator till tomorrow morning's Feel Good Breakfast show. And then, look at this. Oh, I'm excited about that.
It's the flick of the wrist.
What are you talking about?
It's the flick. Oh, and the hips. It's all the action in one. I love it. Well,
Done.
if it was a competition, I would say
Yes.
that I won. I'm just going to do that for you.
Okay, thank you so
Because mine
much.
does look better than yours.
Yes.
But yours probably tastes
I think...
insane. Yeah? Okay. Maybe you won at the end of the day.
No, I think it's not a competition because we're doing breakfast and we're doing breakfast together.
Okay.
That's important, though. But what we do need to do, we need a bit of height. Remember the honey, it was too low.
Yeah, we could even take it higher.
Let's bring in some height very quickly, because just in the middle here...
Ta-da!
There we go, we got height. Oh, there you go.
What? Want to know what's
Hi.
next, guys?
Yes, please.
Please tell us, Mish.
I'm here.
That's a
Mish Galush is in the building.
We might get a little bit sweaty later, are we, Carl?
Yes.
No? Carl
I'm
is.
just saying yes.
Can we get back into the kitchen?
Look at me in my
Yes,
eyes
we
like
can
that.
do that for sure.
And I believe we are taking a look at women in tourism and film.
Oh, lovely.
We'll see you guys after the break.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Sweetie.
You can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'm here with my matric dance partner, ready to tell you what's next. Yes.
It's 7 a.m. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's time for your news. Yes, Carissa?
Thank you so much, Mish. Yes, let's get into your national news for the top of the hour. And we get started with Robert Malotsi, spokesperson for Johannesburg Emergency Services, who says that the cause of the fire in an abandoned Jeppestown building yesterday is under investigation, but is preliminarily linked to illegal electricity connections. The fire resulted in 4 deaths and 3 injuries, with 1 person in critical condition. Now, the building, a former factory converted into residential use, was illegally occupied. Malotsi also noted that disaster management personnel are assisting the affected residents. Some good news now, where motorists can expect further relief at the fuel pump with a 4th consecutive price drop next month on the horizon. Current data indicates significant reductions, with petrol prices likely to decrease by 86 cents per litre for 95 unleaded and diesel prices dropping between 70 and 95 cents per litre. The Department of Mineral Resources is expected to make an official announcement soon. If the predicted decreases hold, fuel prices will hit their lowest level since January, surpassing the previous low recorded in August. Moving on to international news, where Hezbollah launched hundreds of rockets and drones at Israel early yesterday, prompting Israel to respond with around 100 airstrikes on Lebanon, marking one of the largest clashes in over 10 months of border conflict. 3 deaths were reported in Lebanon, with no casualties in Israel. Now, Israel's military reported destroying thousands of launcher barrels, while Hezbollah dismissed claims of a foiled attack. Hezbollah has indicated no immediate plans for further attacks. The strikes occurred as negotiators in Cairo worked to halt the Gaza fighting. Sudan's de facto ruler, Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, has declared that his government would not participate in peace talks with rival paramilitaries, stating they would fight for 100 years instead. The US, Saudi Arabia and Switzerland had initiated talks earlier this month, aiming to address the humanitarian crisis and achieve a ceasefire. The discussions did not result in a ceasefire, but made progress in securing aid access on 2 key routes. The ongoing conflict has displaced 1 in 5 people and resulted in tens of thousands of deaths in Sudan. Now we close off your 7 o'clock news with this one, where Sir Andy Murray, a tennis legend, might have met his match not on the court, but with bats. The 37-year-old, who owns Cromlix House, a 5-star luxury hotel in Scotland, applied to renovate an outbuilding on the property. However, the Scottish Wildfire Trust warned that roosting bats could disrupt his plans. Now, in the UK, bats are protected species, and it's illegal to harm or disturb them on their habitats. The trust emphasized that even unused bat routes are fully protected. So while the 4-time Grand Slam winner has conquered many opponents on the tennis court, it seems he now has a baffling batty challenge on his hands. And we wish him all the best to conclude that problem. But speaking about sports, let's check in with the latest. Here's Carl.
You know, the Proteas could have used Andy Murray's bats, you know that? Especially when Shai Hope's batting brilliance and Romario Shepherd's 3-wicket haul powered the West Indies to a commanding 30-run victory over the Proteas in their T20 international clash. Defending a solid total of 179, Shepherd's stand-out bowling dismissed our boys for 149 in 19.4 overs. This win not only secures a 2-0 series lead, but also marks the West Indies' 3rd consecutive triumph over the Proteas in bilateral series. Congratulations to them with 1 match to go. On to football, Noni Madueke scored a hat-trick as Chelsea thrashed Wolves 6-2, earning Enzo Maresca his first Premier League win as Blues boss. Now, after a tough 2-0 loss to Manchester City, Maresca's side bounced back with Nicholas Jackson opening the scoring. And then Cole Palmer as well as João Felix adding to the tally, while Madueke's treble sealed the emphatic victory, showcasing Chelsea's attacking prowess. On to Formula One, Lando Norris delivered a stunning performance at the Dutch Grand Prix, claiming victory and handing Max Verstappen his first ever loss in front of his home crowd at Zandvoort. Now, the British driver secured his 2nd career win following his triumph in Miami earlier this year. This narrow victory, narrows Verstappen's lead in the World Championship to just 70 points. But what a finish over there for Norris. 22.9 seconds was the margin for victory there. Wowza. Now on to athletics. Armand Duplantis as well as Jakob Ingebrigtsen dazzled fans at the Silesia Diamond League meeting by setting a new world record. Now Duplantis, known for his exuberant celebrations as we've seen in the Olympics, cleared 6.26 meters in the pole vault just weeks after breaking his own record at the Olympics in Paris. Meanwhile, Ingebrigtsen shattered a 28-year-old record in the 3,000 meters, posting a time of 7 minutes 17.55 seconds, surpassing Daniel Koeman's previous mark by over 3 seconds. Well done. And then we have to look after our own here because some sensational action on the paddle courts. The inaugural Paddle for Pets event hosted by the Cape of Good Hope SPCA was a smash hit this weekend at the Epicenter Paddle in Cape Town. Our very own director, producer extraordinaire Lena Peterson teamed up with our nature boy Raul de Mornay to storm through the competition to become the first ever Paddle for Pets champions. It is exciting to report on that this morning. And to wrap up the sport with that, another update in an hour. Let's get you to work. Here's Carissa with the traffic.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's get you to work safely and in one piece. I've got a couple of traffic updates for you. We get started in the Free State in Swinburne, where there's a track on fire on the N3 near Swinburne. Make use of an alternative route as heavy delays are expected due to that road closure. Now, out in Gauteng in Kempton Park, there has been an accident on the R21 northbound at Pomoma Road. The left lane is blocked, so do approach the affected area with caution and remember to drive carefully. The final little bit of traffic for you is out in Cape Town, where there's congestion along the M5 northbound at the N2 inbound ramp. Minor delays are expected, so do allow for some added travel time and maintain a safe following distance. Let's check in with your weather now that your roads are wrapped. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for wind and waves, making navigation at sea difficult between Cape Columbine and Cape Agulhas today, with conditions spreading eastward. Extremely high fire danger conditions are anticipated in the eastern parts of the Northern Cape and western and southern areas of the Northwest, Central and extreme northeastern Free State and the Beaufort West municipality. Additionally, a series of cold fronts is expected to affect the Western, Northern and Eastern Cape in the next coming days, bringing possible heavy downpours to the southwestern parts of the Western Cape on Wednesday, along with snow over the mountains of the Western and Eastern Cape and the southwestern high ground of the Northern Cape. Now, before we close up your weather, let's have a look at our sunrise view of this hour. From Scottburg is Gareth with this gorgeous view for this Monday morning. Now, me personally, I wish I was on that beach right now, enjoying the beautiful sunrise along with you, Gareth. But we can definitely share with you in the stunning picture. Thank you for capturing your morning. And if you think you could beat Gareth at what he provided today, make sure you send your morning view with us. We'll do that again at 8 o'clock on 063-408-8863. We look forward to that as we delve into your temperatures for today.
Oh, I love that guitar telling you exactly what's happening today, what to wear today, with the temperatures looking good. Now, I want you to walk with me because I want you to start your Monday by playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 460,000 Rand jackpot. and you could win big. Now, luckily, there are many ways to buy your tickets. If you're looking for a few of them, here they are. Now, in store, you walk in with a positive attitude and you say, hey, and you get yourself a ticket. Nationallottery.co.za, the website works perfectly fine. The mobile app, nice and quick, easy on your device. You can also purchase a ticket through cell phone banking or by dialing *120 *7529 hash. That is for USSD. Now, all the details are on our Expresso social media pages, so please go check them out. And don't forget to Panda, Pusha, play Daily Lotto for an estimated 460,000 Rand jackpot today and stand a chance to win big, because we love it when you win. When you win, we win. We all win.
Oh, we didn't see you there. We're just the girlies getting done, making sure that our lips look so good. And yes, Mishka is still with us, and I can't wait to get into everything she's been up to lately, because we're going to make sure that we continue supporting women, celebrating women. And look at her. She's absolutely stunning and has so much more. Oh, stop it. Not only that, we're also going to be honoring women in the world of tourism and film. So much still coming in the last couple days of August as we celebrate you. We definitely going to need to continue with our lip as you take that break, and we'll see you after this. Oh, that's good.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is, of course, Expresso on S3, and it is a Monday. We've woken you up in the best way with maths, but now we're going to move on to the mother of all things, women. We're excited to welcome a powerhouse in the world of media and wellness. Her name is Mishka Lush. From being in the top 20 for the Women's Health Cover Star competition to balancing her roles as a Good FM radio personality, master of ceremonies, and also a content creator, it doesn't stop there. She's also a life coach. Mishka embodies the spirit of versatility and also empowerment. And as we celebrate Women's Month, Mishka joins us to share her approach on both health and fitness and wellness. Mishka, I got to ask you, how did we do with the overnight oats?
Wow, I didn't taste it. I mean, Carl, after I took it, he took it back.
Oh,
so,
wow, Carl.
Do you know why? Because overnight requires the rolled oats. It wasn't soft enough for you. Okay, and I want you to live the soft life in your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Mishka.
I like
Sorry,
that.
okay, I did. That's it.
Well, I'm back in the kitchen a little bit later,
Yes.
so maybe then we can do some tasting. I'm not sure.
I hope so.
Then don't give Carl whatever you have.
What do you
know
mean,
what I mean?
please?
Now you gotta take it back. Well, Mish,
yeah.
thank you for being here. You look so
Thank you
gorgeous,
for
girl.
having me.
Of course.
I'm excited to be here.
You're an inspiring person. Because if you look at all of those roles that you play, it's so difficult, you know, to do all of that. But you managed to do it, and then you're in the top 20 for women's health. Can we just stop? I don't mean to just flex with you. Can we flex a little bit? Oh, just a little, please. Just a little bit. Being a part of that particular, process, I think anything that has that type of platform, you're also now an ambassador. You're also now somebody with that type of platform. So, I mean, how do you keep that that women's health challenge going for yourself, and what is it that you want to present within that wellness space?
Yeah.
Do you know what, Carl? I think when you hear women's health, you think of the magazine, obviously, right?
Yes.
And I think it's so important for me to tell everyone, including you guys, that I never entered based on what I look like at all. I entered blatantly to be a voice for those people who are currently going through grief. I found myself again through fitness. And that's after 6 years of mourning and grieving the loss of my mother and losing myself completely. And through fitness, I found myself again and taking care of myself because I didn't recognize myself at all. And in 2021, I had to take that step, not only for myself, not only for my baby sister, not only for my husband, my now husband. I needed to do it in order for me to be happy again. And it's been 3 years of my new journey. This women's health thing came as a huge shock because I'm like, I'm not buff. I don't have the muscle. I don't have, you know, I had so many doubts in my mind. So when it did come, I'm like, all I want from this is just to be a voice for those who think maybe there's not a light at the end of the tunnel, because there is. And that's all I want through this journey. Whether I make it further or not, that's all I want.
I think you will. I'm just saying you will. And also remember, muscle doesn't denote strength. But you just said your journey. That's strength right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm so inspired as well because sometimes we do even get intimidated by the world of wellness or fitness because we disqualify ourselves based off all these categories. But I love that you've taken a personal approach to it, and that is so much more relatable, Mish, and I love that for you. We wish you the best. We want to see you with that top #1 role, all right? Well, speaking about roles, there's so many that you really do embody and embrace. I mean, we are on the same station, Good Up FM girlies. You're, of course, on The Breakfast Show over there. And you're a content creator. I mean, you do so much. You're also a life coach. So how do these roles almost complement each other, even if they do or not? You tell me more about it.
I think in this industry, everything that we do and the way we take on different roles, it has to make sense as a whole, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And everyone asks me, because I never post about being a life coach, I never mention it because it's something I do in my personal capacity. And I think it's important to know why I chose life coaching. And that's in 2015, I started my success classes in Stellenbosch. And this is with 12 and 13-year-old girls. And we did small things like vision boards or days where we would clean the environment or beach cleanups or anti-bullying campaigns, whatever, small things. I created a safe little space that I might have needed as a girl from Ida's Valley in Stellenbosch, and a safe space that these girls do not have. Perhaps they don't have a mom, a gran, uncle or aunt, someone to take care of them. So I wanted to be that. And a couple months in, I realized I need so much more than I'm giving.
Wow.
And I needed to equip myself with a skill in order to get through to them, to open up, because it took months for them to speak about where they're from, who's at home, who takes care of you, do you have siblings, And eventually they opened up, but in a form of a letter, for example. If they couldn't speak to me, they would write things down. And that's when I realized that some of these letters are so much bigger than me, and I won't be able to handle it on my own. So I would have to go to a principal or another teacher or whatever. And that's why I decided to go into life coaching, to better help those goals.
Wow.
Whew. I mean, yeah, I know. Hey,
I feel life coached right
now. Are you all right? Okay, I'm feeling,
Here's my
feeling lightheaded in the best way possible. Okay, well.
Oh, goodness.
No, it's good. It's good because you speak from such a pure place.
Yeah.
And more people need that. People need role models, you know. We see so many of these individuals all across our social media platforms. We need real role models.
Yeah.
That's the reality. And I feel like you, Mishka, are really one of those role models that people can look up to. And as a role model, I need to give you this platform with Women's Month or outside of Women's Month. I think that there are a lot of women who are looking to you now, looking at the way you carry yourself, the way you're juggling everything.
Absolutely.
And I think it would be so nice to hear, not as a life coach, as their friend, Mishka. What do you want to tell them to unlock something in them to get a little closer to their version of success? What would you say to them?
Do you know what? It's something that maybe I wanted to hear as a young girl. And it's so simple. It's 2 words. And it's just, you can. Wow. Whatever you think you can do, I promise you, you can. I mean, Carissa, I feel you are testament to this. And if I can say so, coming from Idas Valley myself, I believe I fought really hard to be where I am in the industry as well. So all I want, all the young girls, the young boys, the women, the men, all of us to know is we can. You can.
The limit does not exist. I feel like this constantly comes up, and it's the truth. I mean, you are testament to it as well, Mish, and I can't wait to see where the rest of your journey takes you. And it's so nice to see you are packaged beautifully. You look incredible, but there is just so much more. And I love that we got to unpack some of that depth today, but there's more to come because, yes, you're in the kitchen with us. You're also going to get down and dirty and into your fitness era. I can't wait to see it. Finally, they're not going to put me, you know, on fitness and somebody else is here.
Carl's joining?
It's you against you.
It's you against you.
So you guys left me.
We are cheerleaders. That's it. We are. That's it.
We're going to coach you through it, don't worry.
That's correct.
Well, that's Mish Galush, a true powerhouse in media as well as wellness. Head over to the Women's Health website and you have to cast your vote for Mishka today because we want in that #1 spot, and I'm sure you can agree she definitely deserves it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So while we are on Women's Month, I feel like it's important for us to have a good celebration, shall we? Tourism KZN actually proudly highlighted the extraordinary woman making waves in tourism and film, all from the picturesque Midlands.
And our girl Kuhle had the wonderful opportunity to explore this vibrant region and connect these inspiring trailblazers. Let's take a look.
Sanbonani Dumelang Abusheni, hello. We are back in the beautiful province of KwaZulu-Natal. And this Women's Month, we are celebrating exceptional women in film and tourism. Namhlanje, we are at Al Sali Guest House, owned by a remarkable woman making a mark in the tourism sector. I am so ready to enjoy the Midlands and, of course, revel in all things female excellence. Thank you so much for welcoming us. Please tell us more about who you are and what, inspired you to create this guest house.
I think it was more of a family shift. We wanted to move away from Joburg and raise our children in a smaller town. And when we were looking around, like literally across the country, we found ourselves in Pietermaritzburg, up in Hilton, this mini village, and we love it. And it was not just a home for us, it has become a home for many of our guests that have come through, and we look forward to hosting more.
Walk us through the look and feel, the inspiration behind the decor.
This is a misty Hadida field space. A lot of trees you would have seen driving here. I'm a natural gardener. I think I took it from my mum, actually. So I have kept more gardening happening. There's chickens. If you go around, you'll find a few chickens laying eggs. And also in the rooms, we've made them so individuals, and you won't find the same scatter cushion in the other one in the same throw. So they're all individual and they're all done by myself. And it is all just to take out who I am, and I love every little bit of it.
Now, as a woman in the hospitality industry, what are some of the challenges you are faced with?
I think this industry needs talent. It needs money. Yeah, you need to pump in more money because what you have today is no longer relevant tomorrow. The style you're having today, tomorrow you might change. Some people want to just eat on Le Creuset. Some people are like, I'm just gonna go continental or whatnot. So you always want to be ahead of them.
And how would you say the KZN Tourism and Film Authority has assisted you in, the growth of Al Sali?
We were hit by COVID just as we started. And things got really tough. And at some point where we were saying, do we stay or do we move? I think if I wasn't part of the enterprise development program, it was TKZN before it merged with film. If I wasn't part of it, it would have been an easy way to get out of this industry and to leave this business.
Now, why flowers?
Why not flowers, right?
Fair.
They're absolutely beautiful. And for us, it was just about moving our family to the countryside and really enjoying that quality of life. And I started gardening as a hobby, and suddenly I've got a business doing flowers, growing flowers, and it's just absolutely amazing.
Fast forward a couple of months later, your business is flourishing, quite literally, right?
Yes, quite literally, yes.
What would you say is your favorite thing about being in the Midlands?
Wow, I would say the views. We've got the beautiful Drakensberg. You'll see at sunset. It's so breathtaking.
Why do you think it's so important for women-owned businesses to be empowered, to be supported?
We've let the guys do it. It's our time. It's Women's Month. We want to celebrate the beauty of being women and the fact that you can be a woman and be strong and be successful and be empowering and uplift other women. That's exactly what we're doing here in the Midlands, and we've got a few of the ladies here who run businesses, and we're kind of collaborating and forming a network where we can just empower each other and be there to support each other.
Samge, thank you so much for joining us here on Expresso. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
Please tell us more about who you are and what you do.
My name is Samke Makoba. I am an actress and a filmmaker, born, bred and based in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal.
You're being so humble. You are brilliant at what you do, both in front and behind the camera. But do you believe that we have enough female voices within the film industry?
The industry is getting better. In the past, I can't say that I've seen enough female DOPs and female writers, but there is change steadily. I would like to see more females working on set.
How would you say the KZN Tourism and Film Authority has contributed to your growth?
They practically started my career. So soon after university, I applied for development, and they got on board with developing my short film called Lala Vuga, Sleeping Awake. And right now they are a part of the production of my latest short film called KwaZulu, which is a part of the NFVF female filmmaker slate. That's been really exciting.
The tourism and film industry thrive when women are given the platform to lead, create, and inspire. Seeing women doing amazing things like owning a guest house or paving the way in film and television is truly not just inspiring, but serving as a reminder of the impact and power of women. We love to see the work being done by the KZN Tourism and Film Authority to empower women in tourism and film.
Absolutely incredible, and that's how it goes. This is Women in Tourism, and celebrating that. Well done to KZN Tourism for making sure that that is on the map right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. If you look at that, that's what we're looking for, more of those places and spots. You know what? And I feel like we all should be ambassadors for tourism. So go to our backyards, become tourists in our own cities, and really showcase this beautiful place we call South Africa and home.
And we still have so much to come your way. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on S3. And we've got the lovely Aiden Fraser in the building. He's going to be performing a great song for us called Anxiety. And we can't wait to hear about the inspiration behind that in just a little bit. But I want to ask you something, Aiden. Yes. I don't know how long it's been since you were... Are you in school? You out of school?
No, I'm out of school.
Out of school. Do you remember maths?
Yes. Hey.
That tells me all I need to know. The triggering just happened. I apologize. But is there anything within the maths world that you still use to this day that you go, you know what? I picked up at least one thing.
Honestly, I still use a calculator, even if I'm counting like 5 plus 5. So
you and me both. That is the most relatable thing you would have heard this morning. 3 plus 3. What is that again? Yeah. Reach for the phone calculator. It is. Well, we're asking you that question as well, so make sure you hit up our social pages. You can find us at Expresso Show and let us know what you still carry with you in the world of maths. On the other side of this, we get to know Aiden.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You know, we missed you so much, eh? We were sitting here thinking if you'd come back, and you did. So I'm so happy. In fact, we have a gift for you. We have a talented individual on our couch. Aiden Fraser is here, an indie pop artist currently making waves in the music industry, having released his new project, songs like Anxiety and Small Town Boy. If you want a little piece of the action coming your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, here it is.
Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Pushed around and kicked around, I was a lonely boy. Who was the one that they talk about around town as they put you down? And as hard as they would try, they'd hurt to make you cry.
Do you hear this voice?
I hear this voice, Carl. In fact, we heard it live during the sound check, and I was like, excuse me? We got to give him a feel-good welcome.
Yes,
Let's go!
Aiden Fraser!
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Aiden, welcome to the
Hello.
Mother City.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you today?
I am so good, just a bit cold, but I'm good.
Chilly,
How are
I
you
know.
guys?
The rest of the country is experiencing summer, but we're still...
Yo,
we take the
I'm
scenic
jealous.
route. I know, I know. Listen, Aiden, thank you so much for being here. I want to get into everything that we've just heard right now. Tell me more about this project. I know it's self-titled, but you have singles like what we just heard right now, Small Town Boy and Anxiety. What's it all about?
So my album is kind of like, I guess you could say, like a diary entry. It's a bit of a, you know, like personal stories, like growing up since I was 16. It's like basically just my evolution of who I am since like 16 years old. But yeah, Anxiety is one of the first songs I actually ever wrote when I was 16. And yeah, I used to just suffer a lot with like dealing with, you know, talking with people and I don't know, just anxiety, I guess. So yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yes.
Well, look at you now. I mean, you can definitely applaud yourself for
Thank
even
you.
being here on national TV
Come on.
and singing for us as well.
Yes.
Crazy.
So can we actually say verbally that we're proud of you for
thank
breaking
you.
those barriers? I
Thank
think
you,
need
yeah.
to hear that.
Thanks.
Because a creative process, it comes from fuel.
Yeah.
And my feeling is that your fuel has come from a lot of your experience.
Yes.
Especially with the world around you.
Yeah.
Because when you do have social anxiety, the world around you, it's interpreted in a different way.
Yeah.
And often people don't understand that, and then they look at you in a way that's completely different.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
yes, so that's the nature of social anxiety. So that's why I said we're super proud of you. Now we look
Thank
at this project as well. Because that outlet is important, but there's got to be something that said to you that I am good enough to put this out.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not at that turning point yet.
Yeah.
And you hear. So I want to know, what was that turning point where you said, hold on, I need to sing out whatever I'm feeling. And I'm good enough to do this and I want to release this. Yeah. You did that. That's why we have music now.
Yeah.
So what was the turning point for you? Maybe you can unlock somebody now.
I guess, I don't know, just like, this has been my dream since I was a child. Like, I've just known this is what I wanted to do. And then when I became like, into my teenage years, that's when the anxiety started like really crippling me. And then I guess just putting myself out there, whether it's gonna be scary or not, just do it. Because when you do it, you're only gonna get better each time. So I guess just overcoming that, even if it's scary, like right now sitting here, it's scary, but like I'm doing it because I feel like it will help me in the long run, you know, overcoming those fears.
Yes. I mean, yes, that's it. One of my words for this year is do it scared. Because, yes, anxiety will show up. And like Mishka spoke about earlier, you disqualify yourself at every corner. But it's fine. We show up anyway and show up looking this good that you're good to go. I mean, Aiden, look at you right now. I do want to talk about your move to Cape Town. I mean, being an artist, being a musician, and taking that leap from Johannesburg into finding yourself in a new city, it seems like you actually are embracing change and embracing the fear. So talk to me about why you moved.
So my dad actually moved because he had his job was also in Cape Town, so he had opportunity to move down. So I just moved with him, and I thought that it would be a good opportunity for my music to, you know, like the views and I don't know, just Cape Town's a very beautiful place, and I feel like there's a lot of inspiration here. Whereas Joburg, it can be very dark sometimes, and you can get trapped in that like dark energy. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's been very freeing this year, but it's been tough because like making friends is obviously hard and all these things, but it's been good moving down. I'm happy I moved.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you moved in Jan. It's a couple of months.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to adjust.
They say about
but
2 years.
Telling
so
you, in Cape Town.
I guess I'll give it 2 years.
Yeah, you're going to have to give it some time, but it's not like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You're going to find yourself in these places and spaces, and people are going to gravitate toward you because you're a great person, Aiden.
Thank you.
And so I just wanted you to give us a bit of a promise. No matter how hard things get, no matter how scared you get, can you continue doing this?
Yes.
Because you have a talent that I think the world needs to see.
I will never stop. There's just something in me, no matter how scared I feel or whatever, I just won't ever stop singing. Like, that's just who I am.
That's a promise.
It's my whole personality. So yes, definitely a pinky promise.
Okay,
Come, bring it here, bring it here.
I'm coming in. And also, while we do that, I need to send you, because the thing is, since you promised, now show it.
Yeah.
Let's see you live. Shall we go? Please, take it away. Aiden Fraser is here. And I think, I'm sure you can agree, Carissa, if you are locked inside and you feel like the world around you doesn't know you, will never understand you, the motto that Carissa shared, do it scared, trust me, you may be unlocking somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking about anxiety, he's here to perform exactly that, and maybe it will take you on a journey outside of yourself into the world. Aiden Fraser, take it away.
Hi, I'm Aiden Fraser, and this is Anxiety.
I don't know where to go, and if I should follow this path that may lead me to good things. I don't know who I am, I don't even want to see you. If I see you, yeah, I might scream. Whoa, if I see you, yeah, I might scream. The first day I met you, you've changed, not for worse but for better. Have I changed from better to worse? Is love a curse? Does life just get
That pinky promise. Oh my goodness. We're going to hold you to that.
I'm shook as man. I'm like, that was, you must make that promise, like, shoo, and he's going to keep it absolutely incredible. More, please. In fact, you'll get more a little bit later. Also, you'll get more of witnessing the fitness. There is a core and leg workout that's happening with these two ladies.
Look at
so
them.
please, get your fitness going, all right? By the way, I promise you that's not Photoshop. That's just hard work, and we're going to do that together a little bit later. It's like that. I'm just
unreal.
Right?
Washboard. I want to know how to, because how do you, I've never seen that on my body.
That's not that's just no.
You know what,
no
the
carbs.
abs, but there's like a little bit of something before the abs.
Protein.
And what's also going to add to that is that we get some smoothie bars because we need to get our energy up.
Yes.
Go to smoothie bars are coming your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to get the girls to help us in the kitchen to look as good as that. And I know you want to as well. So we'll see you after this.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. The girlies are in the building, and I love to see it because we always need just a little bit of feminine energy in the space. And of course, we're going to get moving and groove. And we've got Ashley with us as well as Mishka, and they're going to get into a core workout. For once, I get to step out and actually watch and not do and get sweaty. All right? So girlies, please take it away.
Right, what are we doing today?
So we're going to do about 6 movements.
Okay.
We're going to divide it up into 3. We're going to do 2 exercises at a time. It's called the superset. Everything's body weight, so you can literally just do this in the comfort of your home.
Amazing.
All
and
right.
is this going to warm us up for the day? Is
Yes,
this gonna
getting this started off
make
and
us
feeling
sweat
fresh.
a little bit.
Yes.
Great, get the heart rate pumping.
All right,
Perfect.
first exercise, we're going to have a little bit of an A stance, toes out, a sumo squat. We're going to just start off with some 10 reps at a time.
Okay.
All right, pushing up, pushing bum out. You might hear some snap, crackle, and pop
That's
like
me.
Rice Krispies.
That's me, girl. Okay.
Yeah, getting the body nice and warmed up. And then we're changing into the different exercise. We're going to do reverse lunges. So here and kicking up, a little bit of balance, activating
Same leg?
the core as well. Yeah. Keep it on the same leg. That way you don't fall off, alternating on both sides. And kicking up. Nice.
And 10 per side, hey?
Yes.
Perfect.
10 for everything. All right, and change over, other leg.
Oh, balance.
And a little bit of cracking.
A little bit of a balancing game.
You can always do this nice and fast, or you can do it nice and slow.
Go at your own pace as well for those at home, maybe following along.
Alrighty, and now we're going into the second half. A little bit of core activation, so sitting on the bum. Okay, if you can't do Russian twist, you can have your feet up, elevated, leaning to the back and just twisting, or you can be a bit bougie and have your feet up for these. 6 to 8 on each side.
So this is 10 aside, not 10 in total.
10 aside.
Perfect.
Getting the abs nice and burning. All right, almost there. Changing over, so now we're going to do knee tucks. Same thing, you can use your hands or without hands, bringing the knees to the chest, pushing away from the body.
And this is core.
Yes.
And a little bit of triceps, eh?
Yeah. If you want to, you can do it without any hands as well, but assistance is also good.
Oh.
Just remember to breathe, try not to rush it out. And
this is good for the triceps as well, a little bit, eh?
All right, now the last part. Gonna lie on the side like we're at the beach.
Very demure.
Straightening the leg and lifting up, side lateral raises. 10 on each side.
Oh, wow. Oh, I can feel this.
It's a bit of a sneaky
on the
one.
inside of my thigh as well.
And 10, we're gonna swap to the other side, changing over.
So 10 aside as well?
Yes. This way you can point your toes or flex your feet. Either or works.
And how many rounds of this can we do?
Well, as many as you like, but 3 to 4 is quite standard.
And this is a full body?
Full body, well, butt and gut workout. All right? Then we're going on to our forearms over here. Gonna do very slow mountain climbers, not too fast. We want to really engage that core as well. Bum up, don't let the bum sag down. Very slow and controlled. And remember to breathe. Nice and easy, 10 on each side. Just walking out. Can start to feel the legs also kicking in and the abs.
Then this is full body as well, I can feel.
Nothing's really neglected. And there we go. And then we start from the beginning again. Just give yourself a bit of a breather. Woo! And then we go again.
Wow! I mean, I'm sweating. I'm out of breath.
Well, very demure, isn't it? Cool. We're gonna go again from
Not
the
very demure, actually. Are we going again?
Yes, we are. No, you can't just stop. We got one round.
I'm kidding, I'm ready.
Okay, starting from the beginning. Toes nice and out and pushing out.
Oh, wait.
There we go. See, now there's not so many crackling anymore because
we're warmed up.
There we go.
So that was technically the warm-up.
Yes. The first set's usually like the hardest because your body's like, oh my word, I'm getting into it. Second gets a little bit better.
Yes, easier.
There we go. Cool. Going into the reverse lunges and the kick-ups. All right. Remember, you can go at your own pace, fast or slow. All right, changing sides. So this usually helps me a lot with balance. You can see my abs are contracting in this one.
Oh, we can see, girl. We can see.
Well, abs are also just made in the kitchen as well.
Oh, very
Not
true.
just about working out.
Absolutely.
And all right, cool. Now we're going on to the floor. Cool. Oh. Russian twist. Feet up, little chest up and rotating. If you can do the advanced version, feet up. There we go. So remember to breathe, guys.
Can you hear me breathing?
That's good. Ooh. And there we go. Cool. Give yourself a few seconds. You're all right.
I'm good.
And let's go. We're going to do the knee tucks. You can do this with hands or without. Straightening the legs. Bring it to the chest. There we go. And relax. Cool. Beach time. Onto the side. So it is a hectic workout, hey?
It is. I can see us doing this 3-4 times maybe. And this will be a proper workout.
Definitely. Legs activated, butt and gut. There we go.
Yes. Can feel that.
All right, switching over to the other side. Go. You'll feel this on the sides of your legs or the inside.
While the girls are getting their workout on, I'm going to make sure that we refuel because we got to make some smoothies. We're in the kitchen again, baby. And we want to make something quick, but also that is nutritious for on-the-go girls and guys. And all you do is simply prepare your ingredients in advance and then layer them in the jar and blend it whenever you are ready. I absolutely love that idea. You can even freeze them, put it in a little Ziploc bag and grab it on the go whenever you need it. And we've got two options here. So in a bit, once Mishka has caught her breath, I'm going to invite her on in and make sure that we have a tropical smoothie as well as a berry smoothie. You are here. Fine, I'll give you a moment.
I ran here.
Do you have abs? Oh. Can I feel them? Yes?
Not like that.
I think there are about 4 of them there.
Well,
yeah.
Phil.
Yeah. Oh, maybe 5. I think another one is still developing, all right? Well, we're going to help it get there because they say that nutrition is actually most of the wellness experience, right?
Exactly.
Exercise is good, moving your body, but putting the fuel in is what we want. So we've got 2 options here.
Okay.
I gave you the more citrusy mango one.
You have my option.
Okay, let's
But
swap.
no.
Let's swap,
Let's play. Let's play. I want to play with this today.
Okay.
But that looks...
I like either ones. I'm happy to go. All right, so we're going to get involved in this. We can basically layer this all in a Ziploc bag I mentioned earlier and put it in a freezer so that on the go when you want a smoothie, blend it all together. But today we're going to see what that tastes like. So I've got the berries, strawberries, blueberries, chia seeds, Pack-a-Punch, so great with omega-3s. We've got some muesli as well, yogurt and some plain yogurt. Yeah, what do you have?
And my options, mango.
Yep.
What is this? Is it orange?
It's citrus, it's orange, it's grapefruit as well.
We have some yogurt.
Yum.
We have some granola. And what is my friend?
That is some honey for my honey.
All right.
All the honeys are in the building. All right, so we're going to mix this all together and
I'm just going to throw.
Just throw it in, literally.
Because I see you guys cut mine up for me already. Maybe it's because I worked out so hard.
I did.
I'm even shivering a little bit
Honestly,
here.
if there's one thing I'm going to get
I'm just thinking, should I throw everything in
Everything. Let's get involved, Mish.
Okay.
Throw the yogurt in. I would also add some ice in this to just make it extra cold, extra creamy. But for now, we're going to go with this. Or even if you
with
freeze
that
your
option,
fruits.
I would actually add a banana.
Ooh.
After the workout I've had, I would add a little bit of protein powder, maybe.
Absolutely. What's your go-to breakfast, though?
You're making it.
A smoothie?
Yeah.
Okay. Every morning? Because you wake up pretty early for breakfast.
But my breakfast is normally after radio. Because I can't have my breakfast at 3:45 a.m.
I mean, you could, but I don't know how that's going to settle in your body. What time do you wake up? This is a competition now. Let's see who wakes up earlier.
3:45.
Girl, me too! It used to be 3:20 and that wasn't sustainable.
Word.
And then I was like, whoa.
And now, how do you feel now waking up at 3:45
every
morning?
You know what? Coming on to 3 months and I've gotten used to it for sure. I even wake up before my alarm sometimes, which is insane.
Wait, are we not adding milk?
No.
No.
We're making smoothie bowls now. Let's give that a mix.
Kan 'n bietjie dik wees, vriendin?
Nee, ons moet 'n bietjie melk hê.
Ja.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
look at that.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
The longer I let mine go, the longer I can take a break.
You can. Catch your break a little bit.
Okay, I think it's good.
And breathe. All right. Oh, this looks really good. And the color is so incredibly vibrant.
Dit lyk myne is 'n bietjie aan die dik kant, vriendin.
Nee, dis okay. Wat is smoothie in Afrikaans? A smoothie.
Smooth, this is iets
Geslip.
Nee, ek weet nie.
Oh. Okay, we're going to taste each other's smoothies since that is your favorite one. I'm going to give it to
Mine
you.
actually looks good, I'm not going to lie.
It looks delicious. A bicky mango, a bicky citrus fruit.
Madame.
Delicious. Thank you. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Okay, let's taste
Are we
it.
ready?
Out of 10, tell me how I did on your go-to breakfast.
Okay.
That's great.
Right?
That's delicious, man.
Should I try?
I think you should try. You can have my cooties if you want.
It's fine, girl. I'm going to start making this for breakfast now.
You should. A smoothie is such a great way to go. And I'm really curious. It's good, right? Out of 10, a 12, easily.
No, this is actually really good.
How do you balance your life in terms of food as well? Because you're so busy, right? Do you find yourself in the kitchen ever?
I have the best help. My husband.
We love to see it. Tell
My
me more.
husband actually does all the cooking, most of it. So I'm really thankful for him. But we normally have well-balanced, healthy little meals for dinner, for lunches, and for breakfast.
Yes. Ever a cheat meal? Tell me.
Every weekend.
Every weekend, yes.
Every weekend.
And
Fridays,
exercise?
Saturdays, Sundays.
Do you take breaks of exercise?
Yes.
Okay.
Every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays are my off days.
Your off days.
Yes.
I love to see it. It is about balance, and I'm so glad that we hear it from the girl herself. Carl, are you around? Carl,
Sorry,
Carl.
what do you mean? Just what are you talking about?
Carl.
I was just in the area. Just wanted to find out what's happening. Are you all right?
What's happening? I'm trying to see if there's a
Ashley,
store
can
for
I tell you something, Mishka? I
feel
think
like I only get to spill the smoothie.
You kept such a straight face. But Ashley gave you the workout of the year. Can I tell you, I love how you had this face. You know when you have to be poised, but you are actually internally dying. So you were like this.
Yes. Did you see my leg?
Not the shaking.
I saw. And like you want to be, so you want to have that Gucci, that face, but you were like this.
Very demure.
I love that.
Achieving.
Yes, you were really great.
You do that workout with her.
You know what? Because I'll be honest, right? Woolies put me in a nice clothing, so I couldn't sweat it out. So, but that's how it
But
goes.
Mr. Carl's already got an 8-pack. He doesn't need to grow anymore.
Did I not say he's going to take my smoothie?
You did.
No, because I love berries. That's it.
Okay, well,
But this is very, very good.
Okay, yeah, wait, try this one.
Okay, I'll try that one as well. Okay, can I get this on expressoshow.com? I was asking for a friend.
You can get that on
Can I?
expressoshow.com.
Thank you so much. All right, so still ahead on your Feel Good Break. I thought I'd tell you two.
Okay.
I'm sure both of you watch Premier League often, and
Every day.
we have to unpack the Premier League.
Sports.
Did you see Haaland this weekend? Right? Remember?
Yeah,
and then
the
like,
way he... And then,
exactly. Yes, so we have to speak about that.
Yes.
Which is very, very important as well.
I unfortunately have to leave, so I can't be here for that, but I will listen.
Please.
No, I'll
to it
update you on the
phone.
sports.
Thank you.
But no, thank you so much for being here with us. I think you've given us a trademark as the abs, do this.
Thank you so much.
I love that.
I look forward to watching that back.
Yes,
seeing the
please.
memes.
It's actually,
Thank you.
it'll be on YouTube later. And then
Oh, yes.
Carissa's got entertainment news.
I do.
And we have to unpack a lot. There's been so many things happening.
A lot.
So we've got Premier League, and we've got entertainment news, and we've got so many things. So please stay right there on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Also, we're family because all of us drank from the same straw.
Come back!
No.
Come back!
No.
Enter the Maggie Cook the Difference competition, and your Maggie recipe stands a chance of being featured in the Maggie Cookbook, winning you one of 10 sets of CETA accredited courses, each worth 10,000 Rand, plus a chance at the grand prize and a brand partnership with Maggie worth over 275,000 Rand. Competition runs 7th of August to the 15th of September. Entry details and T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso on S3, and we are 1 hour away. Gee whiz, time goes by so quickly. But if you missed out on any of the news from around the world, sport, traffic, weather, we have it all here for you right here on Expresso. But Carissa's first.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's delve into that 8 o'clock news, and we start out with national headlines, where Hawks head Godfrey Lebeya expressed concern over the high number of police murders during a media briefing yesterday on the first quarter of the 2024-2025 financial year. Lebeya revealed that 21 policemen were killed during this period, with 5 officers murdered while on duty. Although this number is down from the 31 officers killed between April and June 2023, it remains alarming, especially considering it was nearly double the number killed during the same period in 2022. Lebeya emphasized that attacks on police officers undermine the state's authority. Robert Malaudzi, spokesperson for Johannesburg Emergency Services, says the cause of the fire in an abandoned Jeppestown building yesterday is under investigation but is preliminarily linked to illegal electricity connections. The fire resulted in 4 deaths and 3 injuries, with 1 person in critical condition. The building, a former factory converted into residential use, was illegally occupied. Malaudzi also noted that disaster management personnel are assisting the affected residents. Moving on to international news, African countries aim to secure a larger share of global climate financing at this year's UN COP29 meeting to address escalating climate threats. Representatives from the continent meeting in Kenya plan to present strategies at a pre-COP29 meeting of African environment ministers in Ivory Coast next month. Despite recent increases, Africa still receives less than 1% of the global climate financing. Limited external funding forces many governments to use their own budgets. Efforts to improve access to funds like the Green Climate Fund and the Global Adaptation Fund are underway. Hezbollah launched hundreds of rockets and drones at Israel early yesterday, prompting Israel to respond with around 100 airstrikes on Lebanon, marking one of the largest crashes in over 10 months of border conflict. 3 deaths were reported in Lebanon, with no casualties in Israel. Israel's military reported destroying thousands of launcher barrels, while Hezbollah dismissed claims of a foiled attack. Hezbollah has indicated no immediate plans for further attacks. The strikes occurred as negotiations in Cairo work to halt Gaza fighting. Now we close off today's news with this story. When a 3-month-old critically endangered black rhino arrived via helicopter from Kruger National Park last week, everyone at the Care for the Wild Rhino Sanctuary in Mpumalanga sprang into action. Even the 4-legged residents took a keen interest in the newest arrival. Founder Petronelle Nievoet and her team worked tirelessly to stabilize the calf in the ICU, staying by her side through the night. Now, black rhinos, known for their unique temperament, require specialized care. So they called in Lucas, their resident black rhino expert. With his magical touch, Lucas quickly bonded with the calf, who is intelligent, gentle, and absolutely adores her milk. Thanks to Lucas's guidance, the little rhino is now thriving, bringing hope and joy to everyone involved. Beautiful story, and thank you to Lucas for your contribution. That's where we leave your news today. Let's check in with your sports for the final time. Here's Carl.
Sporting action, let's wrap it up now. Shy Hope's batting brilliance and Romario Shepherd's 3-wicket haul powered the West Indies to a commanding 30-run victory over the Proteas in their T20 international clash, defending a solid total of 179. Shepherd's standout bowling dismissed our boys for 149 in 19.4 overs. Now, this win not only secures a 2-0 series lead, but also marks the West Indies' 3rd consecutive triumph over the Proteas in bilateral series. All the best to the boys in that final encounter. On to football. Noni Madueke scored a hat-trick as Chelsea thrashed Wolves 6-2, earning Enzo Maresca his first Premier League win as Blues boss. After a tough 2-0 loss to Manchester City, Maresca's side bounced back, with Nicholas Jackson opening the scoring quite early in the match, and then Cole Palmer as well as João Felix adding to the tally, while Madueke's treble sealed the emphatic victory, showcasing Chelsea's attacking prowess. Now moving on to Formula One action. Lando Norris delivered a stunning performance at the Dutch Grand Prix, claiming victory and handing Max Verstappen his first ever loss in front of his home crowd at Zandvoort. The British driver secured his 2nd career win following his triumph in Miami earlier this year. The victory narrows Verstappen's lead in the World Championship to 70 points. In the athletics world, Armand Duplantis as well as Jakob Ingebrigtsen dazzled fans at the Celestia Diamond League meeting by setting a new world record. In fact, both of them did. Now, Duplantis, known for his exuberant celebrations, cleared 6.26 meters in the pole vault just weeks after breaking his own record at the Olympics in Paris. Meanwhile, Ingebrigtsen shattered a 28-year-old record in the 3,000 meters, posting a time of 7 minutes, 17.55 seconds, surpassing Daniel Koeman's previous mark by over 3 seconds. And wrapping with paddle, the inaugural Paddle for Pets event hosted by the Cape of Good Hope SPCA was a smash hit this weekend at Epicenter Paddle in Cape Town. Our very own director, producer, and resident lekker person, Lena Peterson, was up with Ryle Nature Boy de Mornay, and they stormed through the competition to become the first ever Paddle for Pets champions. Absolutely amazing. When I eventually get into paddle, I hope they invite me for the next one. That'd be nice. But that's next time. Let's get on to traffic details for you and get you to work. Carissa is standing by.
And from my side too, a huge congrats to Lena and our nature boy, Ryle. Let's move into your roads and what is happening to get you to work or wherever you're going safely. While in Kales River in Cape Town, minor delays are being experienced northbound of the R300 as a result of congestion. So please do drive safely. Also out in Somerset West, staying in the Mother City, there is congestion on the N2 before Victoria Road. Delays are expected. Due to the rain, roads are wet and slippery. So wherever you're heading, take your time, maintain a safe following distance, put your lights on, and of course, drive carefully. Let's check out your weather. Now, spring may just be around the corner, but winter still has a firm grip on the Western, Northern and the Eastern Cape. The South African Weather Service has issued a warning about a series of cold fronts set to impact these provinces in the next coming days. Now, tomorrow, the Western Cape will experience very cold conditions, which will spread to the Eastern Cape by Wednesday and linger into Thursday. The public and small stock farmers should prepare for possible heavy downpours in the southwestern parts of the Western Cape on Wednesday, along with snow over the mountains of the Western and Eastern Cape and the southwestern high ground of the Northern Cape. Now, strong to gale force winds will persist across the interior, and coastal areas can expect very rough seas. Now, moving on to that, let's get into your sunrise view of the hour, and I hope no rough seas are included in this. Yes, some sunrises, thank goodness. Out of Umlazi, we had Mimi send through this beautiful picture, which actually looks like a painting. That is absolutely unreal, Mimi. Thank you so much for sharing your morning view with us, and between you and the previous view, I'm telling you, Monday is going to be just all right, and it's going to be really good, in fact. Now, share your morning views with us on 0634088863. Of course, for the rest of the week, we need to wake up with you, Mzansi. So let's do that together. For now, though, let's check out your temperatures with what you can expect for today.
I love that guitar. It's just
beautiful.
It's subtle and it's lovely. It really is. But coming up, one thing that's not subtle is the Premier League this past weekend was action-packed.
Yeah.
There were just, I mean, there were so many incredible performances, and sometimes you had an anticipation for a certain result and it didn't happen. That's what I love about the Premier League, and we're going to unpack that with Kurt Buckerfield, who will be on this couch explaining it more. And then entertainment news, what can I expect?
Oh, I am telling you, so many things are coming your way. But here's a question. Are Ben and Jen still together? That is a question that all of us want to know. We've been talking about it for so long, and now we finally get to reveal that answer. But if you want to know, you got to stick around, because we'll tell you and give you all the tea on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So don't go anywhere.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. If you just woke up, this is our analysis of match day 2 in the Premier League. And this brought plenty of drama this weekend. Arsenal showing off their title medal with a revenge win over Villa, a bogey team for them in the past. Manchester City's Haaland, another hat-trick for the man. I think it's the 10th now, goodness. And then Manchester United stumbled at the last hurdle against Brighton, I'm so sorry, and then Spurs dominated Everton in style. Now we brought a football journalist and resident baller, Kurt Buckerfield, here, who knows all about just unpacking and getting ourselves into it over here. And also there's going to be a bit of tea that we got to spill. It's very, very important. Kurt, always a pleasure seeing you, my friend.
Carl, lovely to see you.
All right, so where should we start? There's so much material here. Can we start with Arsenal and
Let's
Aston
start with
Villa?
Arsenal.
You know what I love about the analysis building up to the match? It was just like Aston Villa's, this is the team to beat. This is why Arsenal is always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah.
It's because of teams like Aston Villa. And then Arsenal go ahead and show that they are not here to play this season.
No, they haven't dropped their standard from last season and the season before that. They've obviously gone within sort of touching distance of Manchester City and the Premier League title. So it's a very professional performance, I thought, from Arsenal. I think that it's impossible to win the Premier League without a top-class goal. Then Arsenal might have a real good chance, but if not, they might need to go into the market for it.
Well, there we go. And I mean, before this Friday, which would be ideal. Let's look at the fact that when it comes to strikers, Erling Haaland is at it again, another hat-trick. Now, I think maybe teams need to start thinking about just not to shut down Haaland, but to shut down the service of Haaland. And then if you look at the service of Haaland, he has 6 playmakers, even some of them defenders. So it's almost impossible to stop somebody who's lingering around there, to suffocate play. For you, what do you think is Haaland's best attributes when it comes to watching and analysing Manchester City?
Well, it's his movement and his finishing. I think that people will criticise his all-round play.
Results. Maybe we can pick a few out here for you as well. So let's just take a quick look at some of the results of the weekend. Brighton 2-1 against your team, Manchester United, but we're not going to spend too much time on that. West Ham getting the win over Crystal Palace, which is a fantastic result for them. Fulham, fantastic, 2-1 over Leicester. As mentioned, City Ipswich 4-1, Southampton, Nottingham Forest 1-0. Spurs, let's zone in on that, shall we? Spurs and Everton 4-0.
Yes.
Ange is one of those guys. I remember the interview. I'm sure you saw it, though. He's like, you know, we need season 1 to chill. Season 2 to start cooking.
Yeah. He said, I win things in my second season.
I win things in the second season. Are we going to see this from Spurs? Have you looked at that performance over Everton?
I think they can, Carl. I think they not only can they qualify or end the season in the top 4. I do think that Spurs need to win cup competitions. I
Yeah.
think they need to take those more seriously. And I do think they've been trying, and Ange Postecoglou would have been upset last season when they got knocked out of those cup competitions. But I think that this is their chance. I think Spurs have a really good squad. They play beautiful football, loads of chances. I think that scoreline flattered Everton. I think they could have beaten them 7 or 8-0.
Very true.
So absolutely, I think Spurs can be a real threat this season.
Now, I hate to go here, but I'm here for you. Manchester United over Brighton. That particular result.
Yes.
I think.
I thought we weren't talking about this desperately.
Do you think Sancho's going to stay?
No, I don't think
Okay.
he will.
I just wanted to ask that from a United supporter and a football journalist. Always good to ask. Noni Madueke, very quickly.
Yes.
Wow.
Amazing.
I mean, he is one of a squad of 87, doing so well at Chelsea this season. How are they going to whittle that down by Friday? That's what I know. Apparently, they need to release, what is it, like 12 players?
So they've got like 40-plus players in their squad at the moment. Enzo Maresca has said that there's a group of 21 he's working with, and the rest he doesn't really care about, which
I
don't think that that's nice and a nice thing to say. I think that's questionable management. But Chelsea shutting a lot of people up with that performance, 6-2 away from home.
Yeah.
I've been very critical of them myself, if I must say.
Yes.
So I do think that that's the best way to silence the critics, is just to win games. Because if they do that, then fans are going to be happy and no one's going to care how they treated Raheem Sterling. Carl.
That's the thing, a servant of the club.
Yes.
And you're doing that. These are bad taste in football's mouth.
Absolutely.
Never mind Chelsea's mouth.
But this is the best way to shut people up, is to win games.
That's very, very true. But it's going to be an exciting week, especially in the transfer market, especially if you know that there are 12 players available from Chelsea's perspective. Possibly a striker signing from Arsenal acquisition, perhaps. Who knows who else could sign, but that's why the Premier League is like it. It's exciting. And thanks to you, Kurt, for analysing it so beautifully for us. All the best to Manchester United against their next team.
Thank you, Carl.
Oh, that's going to be a big one. But we'll get there later. Don't worry about that. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and all the analysis available right here for you on S3.
Man United aside, we want to be on the winning team, all right? And we got to get your Monday started on the right foot by playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 460,000 Rand jackpot, and you could just win big. Luckily, there are many ways that you can buy your tickets. You could go in-store, or you could head over to the nationallottery.co.za website if you don't want to leave your home, or even the mobile app. Now, you can also purchase a ticket through cell phone banking, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529 hash for all USSD. Now, these details, as quickly as I went through them, don't worry, we've got you. They're on our Expresso social media pages, so go and check them out. And Panda Pusher play Daily Lotto for an estimated 460,000 Rand jackpot today, and you could just win big. I believe it for you. It's a Monday. That's the energy that we're channeling right now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And what else we're channeling is some more entertainment in the form of entertainment news. Yes, I'm going to spill the tea. J-Lo, Ben, are they together? Are they not? You'll find out soon enough. Not only that, he's got a performance for us. It's called Dragonfly. Aiden Fraser is still in the building. And I can't wait to hear what this wonderful songbird still has up his swaggy sleeve. So we'll see you straight after this.
Win with the Tastemaster Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and create your own unique recipe video for TikTok. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Tastemaster Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love. You could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer plus a Clover hamper. Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior, Tuesday evenings at 7. Repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2. Clover Made with Love.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're still spilling the tea, and let me tell you, it is piping hot. Entertainment news is what we're offering to you on a silver platter, and we'll hope that you accept it. We're going from local news to international news, and we got to find out the latest with J-Lo as well as Ben Affleck. Are they together? Are they not together? It's the question, Carl, we've been asking for too long now. What would you say?
I would say they need to wrap it up. It was very, very nice for them to be together for so long, but I think there was enough body language.
Yeah.
You didn't even need to go into
No.
this. The body language was everything, and I just want to... I saw that. If you look at that, you see there, as she looks up at him, I love you. He's looking at the camera, get me out of here.
Get me out of here.
But I want them to be happy, and perhaps it's not with each other.
Exactly, and
right?
I think that's such a mature decision to say, you know what, we tried this for the second time, but let's actually separate waves and pursue our lives. So basically, they have filed for divorce after 2 years of marriage. At least they tried, is my
That's
opinion anyway. But there was a lot of turmoil, and they just decided better separate, not better together. Now, this took place the same day as their second-year anniversary, so... not the greatest move, because now that day is going to be scarred and muddied forever, but perhaps they really are just going to be happier. It went down on the 20th of August, and of course, us as the public, we've been obsessing about whether or not they're together. And J-Lo's actually been known for kind of hopping through relationships quite a bit. I mean, she had a stint with Drake, with P. Diddy, Mark Anthony. I mean, so many of them.
Well, do you know that she had an entire, on one of these streaming platforms, an entire movie about all these relationships that you turn into a musical? So I feel like we know all of these things. Drake, this guy again.
Who hasn't Drake been with?
He's become the John Mayer of the industry. Hey, guy, Drake, you must calm down, my friend. Find your love, all right? Just hold on, we're going home. Hopefully to your love. Anyway.
And hopefully to your home, not everybody else's. But listen, we got to stick with Hollywood and entertainment, and moving from a story that's not so good to a great story. Congratulations are in order for Ashanti and Nelly. They welcomed their baby boy. And we also got Insal on the name of the boy, Kareem Kincaid Hayes. We're just going to know him as KK. It's all right.
Okay, Kareem is cool. I like that name as well.
Yeah, well,
That's
basically,
fantastic.
they named him after the dad, and so we have to maybe respect it by saying the full name.
The full, yes, you have to do that. That's
Kareem
great.
Kincaid.
But I can imagine the song changes to, they're getting caught in here. So, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I like that. So, well done.
Well done to them.
Well done.
Also, everything's just kind of been on the hush, and I love that they've taken a different approach to the Hollywood couple, and they've said, yes, you can see my baby bump, that's all right, but our journey is going to be on our own time.
That's perfect.
And so much great for the baby. Also, Justin Bieber had a baby.
Yes.
With Hailey.
Well done to both them. Oh, look
at the foot.
You see...
Oh, Jack Blues Bieber. That's the name of it.
I love the name, eh?
Everyone stole my name, Cole.
See your foot, man.
Oh, Blue was supposed to be the name of my child, and then Beyonce beat me to it.
You can still have a kid named Blue. It's all good.
Green. Green is not an option.
I mean, like, we're wearing, like, beige.
Beige?
Beige might be a nice one.
Beige Kumalo. Not going to work.
Beige Kumalo. That sounds like a football player. That's perfect. Beige Kumalo. Oh, my word, it's going to work.
That sounded like a song. Mendoza would have killed that track, let me tell you that much. Well, speaking about the late superstar, we got to get into news about the fact that we are really taking his legacy to the next level, because a musical is going to come out all around Mendoza's life. 50-50 in Kalagata. All the songs we know and love are going to be part of it. He passed away in 2016, Cole.
Man.
That was crazy.
It felt, honestly, it feels like yesterday.
It does.
Where we heard the news. It was, just terrifying to think that a South African legend like that was taken from us.
Yeah.
And I mean, in Galagata, I'm sure you know, on South African radio, it's still a regular request.
Regular. Outside of Sister Bettina, that is our second unofficial anthem. Play that at any wedding, and the Rainbow Nation's on the dance floor getting down, and that is exactly what Mendoza would have liked, right? Absolutely love it. Well, he, of course, passed away because of cancer and lost his eyesight near his death. His family just said, you know what, his legacy's got to live on. And they've taken it up through narration, and also different actors and singers are going to be playing his life on stage, paying homage to his most popular songs. 25 years of Ngalagata tribute concert at Orlando Stadium, where actually he had his last performance before he passed away. So that is a beautiful full circle moment.
Love that. music lives on.
It does.
Music keeps the legacies of these artists going, and I think that's the most important
Absolutely.
thing. So beautiful stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's
I'm
gonna be
too.
great,
We
right?
should get front row seats. Invite us if you can. 50-50, baby. Well, let's get into a last bit of entertainment news. This one is an interesting one. I know there was a lot of controversy around Chidima Adinchina, and she has kind of taken that, spinned it around, and given it a positive light.
Okay.
You know, we've put it in the news headlines that there was so much scrutiny regarding her heritage and also citizenship, because there was a little bit of accusations around fraud being thrown around and also identity theft committed by her mom. And she, of course, said, you know what, I'm going to take this and find a silver lining. She did withdraw from Miss South Africa, the pageant that we know, and former Miss South Africa finalist and Miss Universe Nigeria contestant Chidima has now found a new cause to fight in the pageant world. So initially, she took up the cause of like GBV, making sure she's there to fight against violence against women. And now she's turned that around and is more advocating for something that she's, I think, personally experienced, which is exclusion. So she said, I'm definitely going to be behind inclusion and making sure that acceptance is something that we're pushing.
You know, if I look at the integrity of that woman, I'd have her honored to represent this country.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now. And I know that we have certain borders, you know, that separate country from country. And those borders were made by man.
Yeah.
Right? Our hearts were made by something more powerful than that. And if someone can show their heart and represent a country, an organization, a TV show, and you got a good heart, I got mad love for you. I think your membership holds more bearing in other people as opposed to a nation.
Yes.
So I hope that she continues with this work. She's got a platform. It's an unfortunate incident that happened over here, but let her take a platform to the human world, humanitarianism.
Exactly.
I think let's go there for a second before we isolate to certain countries. But either way, I think she's fantastic.
Absolutely. I mean, borders are arbitrary, but she said, you know what, I found my home again in my father's land back in Nigeria, and I'm just going to make the most of the situation. And she's also going to go ahead and be part of Miss Universe Nigeria and, of course, continue advocating for that inclusion, diversity, and acceptance. So silver linings is what we're definitely about. And that is how we wrap up your entertainment news for today on the best of notes on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Let's get some music, shall we? Aiden Fraser's still here, and here is a beautiful track that he's about to introduce to you.
Hey guys, I'm Aiden Fraser, and this is Dragonfly. This song's about kind of just feeling lost in a very huge world.
I know sometimes you get lost, you don't know which way to go. So why don't you take my hand? I'm not sure which way I'm going, but I know it's gonna lead to a place like Wonderland, where the people are crazy, just where we belong. I was thinking maybe you should tag along, Dragonfly, 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 Dragonfly. My dragonfly, my dragonfly, oh my dragonfly. I know sometimes it feels like nobody's listening, but have you even made a sound? And I know sometimes it feels like you're slowly crippling, dissolving underground, where the people the floor in the bathroom. A stoner, hungover, a loner. Come over, dragonfly. Dragonfly. Dragonfly, oh my, my dragonfly. Dragonfly, my dragonfly. Dragonfly.
Oh my word!
Thank you.
Hey,
Wow.
Wow. Did you hear his voice? Like Aiden Fraser.
Can I hear it all day, every day? Please take another bounce.
Take a
sir.
bow.
How
Just do it.
incredible
Oh.
was that performance? Dragonfly, anxiety, and guess what? We've still got another one for you coming your way because we want more. We want more on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's been such a great performance. Oh my word, this has been wonderful. Okay, you know we've been doing jars today.
Yeah.
We did a jar of overnight oats, a smoothie jar. We've got another jar. We've got a salad jar that you need to try. It's going to be perfect for work,
Delicious.
for entertaining guests. Quick vinaigrette in there, salad, love it. Recipe's going to be available to you on expressoshow.com. If you want to see the process of us making it, then I suggest you stay there for great music and great salad.
Be a handy hero this spring and stand the chance of winning 10,000 Rand cash from Plascon. To enter, tell us what Plascon product you purchased this spring and include hashtag PlasconSA. Enter by replying to Expresso's competition post on Facebook, X or Instagram, or WhatsApp your entry to 084 368 1603. Remember to keep your proof of purchase. Competition closes 27th of September at midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for being here. If you tuned in at 6 o'clock, you're the real MVP. But right now, it is time for another episode of Handy Heroes.
Now today, the experts from Spyro's Mega Mica in Durbanville share their DIY hacks and valuable paint tips to help make your next DIY project quick and easy.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Spiro's Mega Mica, Durbanville, Cape Town.
Welcome to Spyro's Mega Mica. Our store's a family-run business. We are 102 years old. We pride ourselves in customer service and catering to everyone's needs. What makes me proud about my store is the fact that we are 102 years old and we run this like a family. Every single person that works for us that comes into a store, we treat them like our own.
The Durbanville customer is just something special. You know, we often hear laughter in the store, and I think just that makes it special for us. And it just makes your day worthwhile, starting it with a smile.
Coming here for about 3 years now. They've got great service, the best paint mixing I've found in the area.
What makes our store the best hardware store in Durbanville? Well, we live our motto, let us show you how, first and foremost. But it's about the expertise that we bring to the table, the solving the problems attitude that we get towards our customers, and making them feel that this is their second home.
So at Spyro's Mega Mica, we have the widest range of Plascon brands and colors. You can choose from any color that you really want. We have over 20 years of expertise in paint matching and color matching, so we can match any color you really need. Our favorite paint at Spyro's Mica is the Wall and All. It is outdoor, so exterior paint, 15 years guarantee. It's washable, it's scrubbable, and it's just really great. Our DIY tip at Spyro's, no matter when you buy paint, even if you've just got it mixed, give it a shake and a stir just before you use it, just to get the best finish out of it.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. Together, we've got this.
Well done to Micah and the mechanics. Paint my love, clearly with Plascon, absolutely beautiful. And remember, any DIY job is easy with Plascon. Just give it a shot and freshen up your space.
To show our strength and resilience is legendary. Micatex, strong enough to endure anything.
And we are back in the kitchen. Yes, we've done so many things today, from smoothies to oats, and now we move on to a salad jar that's going to be so great for your lunchtime. It's really such a great hack to put in your fridge and grab it on the go whenever you need it. With just a few ingredients and a little bit of layering magic, you can prepare 3 delicious salad jars, each packed with nutrients and taste. Now, whether you're rushing to work, hitting the gym, or simply just craving a flavorful lunch, I got you, okay? These salad jars are designed to just make your life so much easier. And with time-poor lives that we have, Carl and I am telling you right now that this is definitely something up our alley. It's a competition, yes. I'm going to win again, yes. But you can try. You can try your
Sorry,
hand.
I was just focusing on you. Yes, you're talking about salads in a jar.
I was saying I was going to beat you, but that's all right.
Why are we being so competitive? I just want to have fun with you in the kitchen.
It's my birthday week. Today I just feel like a winner. You know?
Okay, well, you're going to win then. It's fine. So we have so many great things. Oh, this is lovely. I'm seeing stuff. Is this quinoa?
I think it's bulgur wheat, but it could also be quinoa. It could be quinoa. That's what they told me to say.
Or is it quinoa? I'm not sure. it's either one.
If you're South African, yes. Is it? I don't know. I think it might be bulgur wheat, though.
Is it? Can I
taste it? Yeah, taste it and let me know.
Quinoa.
Oh, it's quinoa. Okay. Chickpeas, tomatoes.
Oh, taste it as well. Okay, hold on.
Cucumber. Is this cucumber?
Cucumber. Cucumber.
He's got the salad jar in his mouth. He doesn't even need to.
Tomato.
He doesn't even need to do this. All right, so I've got some pasta, and I've got some tomato, chicken, lettuce, and a sauce. And the great thing is that you put the sauce at the base so that it doesn't actually wet the other parts of it.
That's so cool.
That's very cool.
So I'm still eating. Yep.
And then when you turn it upside down, all the sauce
We're doing this
drenches. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go.
Sauce.
It's not a competition. It is a competition.
It shouldn't be. It's your birthday week. You should all just be saying that you're a winner.
Every day.
Celebrating you.
Not just for Women's Month, but every day of
No,
the year.
every day. Thank you so much. You know, we have to
What
do
are these
that.
pastas called again, Carl?
Fusilli.
This is a fusilli.
You know what I like about that? Because they have that screw shape, the sauce gets stuck in between,
Yes.
so that every single forkful is just perfect and
All I'm
beautiful.
saying is that Italians know what they're talking about.
Right, they do. They were onto something with pasta. They didn't know they're going to rule the world with the best carb in the world.
And then
Goodness.
we get into some chicken. How far are you?
I'm thinking about how I'm going to start this because I don't want the quinoa to go into the sauce because it's quite. I think I'm going to start with the chickpeas.
That's a great idea.
I'm going to start with the chickpeas.
And then
That's going to be great.
How much protein is too much protein? I think so.
No, there's never too much protein. You know what I say about protein. You just have to have protein with your protein. If you don't have enough protein, you add protein, and you have a protein source on that in a protein basket with a protein morning. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Verbatim
saying?
from the gym bro's mouth. I love it. Okay.
Raul's actually my gym bro.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I don't know why I did an English accent there. So this is very healthy and nutritious. Really excited to get your Monday started on the right note. And all the colors. Raul would be proud of us with the Rainbow Nation being represented
If Raul was
here.
here, he'd be telling us about his flow state while making these jars. He would. He'd be just like...
Breathwork
Just
exercises.
like, as you do this, you know, tomatoes, if you look at that, just so perfect. If
We
look
love
at a
you, Raul. We
tomato-
love you long time.
No, we do. Obviously, we
In
love
fact, we've
them.
prepared this for you when you come through this week. I'm really excited for you to taste what we've got going for silly, chicken, tomato, and some blada. Dit is by a good video. Very good leaves. You've got some quinoa, some tomato. I like what you've done with this, Carl.
I wanted to just make sure that there's grading between, because I checked out the beige of what we were wearing, and then the beige of the actual quinoa and the sauce.
And
then I
beige
wanted
pomalo.
to. That's correct, which is the name of your child.
My unborn child.
Okay,
That looks
I want to
lovely.
give it a little bit of compression so that you
Okay.
get that. And then I want to just check the layering. What are we thinking?
Stunning.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers to you. Well, you could put any ingredients together. Honestly, I like what they've got going there with the Greek salad because I love olives and I love some feta. So I think that combination would be so good.
Agreed.
I also love maybe some fried tofu or halloumi.
Oh, yes.
I think that would add like different levels to this. How about you?
I would, you know what I'd do in here? I'd do a full-on spaghetti bolognese in a jar. That's what I would do. I'm sorry, because that also counts as a salad, depending on what diet you're on. But
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, but I could actually, like, I mean, obviously a fruit salad is called a parfait, so it wouldn't be a salad like that, but I would try and bring in a bit of spice as well.
Ooh,
you know,
that's
I'd
nice.
actually see what rocket would do. You see, like we did that, I'd see rocket because rocket's got that beautiful peppery vibe. So I want to see how it balances out the tomato. So if I choose one, I'd go rocket on the top there, and then my vinaigrette would be a bit different though. I think I'd probably I'd try something with more fruits in there as well. Like
Interesting.
I'd maybe do like a mango and paprika vinaigrette. I think that'd be cool.
The day
And we're
that
good to go.
Carl cooks for me, I'm telling you, I'm going to take my apron, throw it on the table.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's it.
Well, we wonder if our guest in studio meal preps and enjoys a little salad jar. Aiden, we needed to bring you in to try this
I'm
because...
so excited.
Do you like salad?
I love salad.
You love a
Good.
salad?
Yeah, I love salad.
What would you put in your jar if you could choose?
I don't know.
Okay, just say this
Any
one.
salad
What
is good
Carissa
to me.
did.
Okay,
Good.
I'll
Try
try
it.
this.
You're only
I don't
gonna
even
get
know
lettuce.
how to
You know, you see, that's the thing. You don't
do
you look
this
at
right
a...
now.
Go,
Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm making a big mess.
No, we love it. Mess is what we're about. And the non-TV bite is even better. 10 out of 10? 12 out of 10.
12.
You said 15 out of 10. Thank you. Cole's trying to impress you with these tomatoes now.
Don't taste it. Just look at it. That's all I want you to do. Don't taste it. Look at it. What do you think of the look?
Oh, goodness.
Okay, cool. He said which is the universe side of it. It's great.
It's great.
Also, you said happy birthday, Carissa, for the week. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The next song you're going to be performing...
I don't usually fall, but when I do.
Ooh, I like that. What's behind that name?
It's a love song, basically, about falling in love, like, drastically, very quickly, you know? Yeah.
Are you in love?
Yes.
You are, very much so. Okay, sorry guys, he's off the market. I mean, we got a couple of messages come through on WhatsApp and now we got to disappoint you, but that's all right.
Sorry,
These
guys.
recipes are available on expressoshow.com. I'm going to give mine to Aiden. Carl, you can give yours to yourself. And then
To myself, what do you mean? I've got you in mind for that. But thank you very much. That's all 3 recipes. All of them were equally as jarring. So get them on expressoshow.com.
Enter the Maggie Cook the Difference competition, and your Maggie recipe stands a chance of being featured in the Maggie Cookbook, winning you one of 10 sets of CETA accredited courses, each worth 10,000 Rand. Plus a chance at the grand prize and a brand partnership with Maggie worth over 275,000 Rand. Competition runs 7th of August to the 15th of September. Entry details and T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, it is Expresso on S3. It's your feel-good breakfast show, and we're going to make sure we do exactly that because, of course, you want to get yourself in the winning for Lotto. So much money could be coming your way this Monday. So go ahead and play Daily Lotto for an estimated 460,000 Rand jackpot, and you could just win big, okay? Luckily, there are many ways that you can buy your tickets, including in-store, also on the nationallottery.co.za website, or even on the mobile app. Now, you can also purchase a ticket through your cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529 hash for all your USSD. These details, of course, are on Expresso.com and Expresso social media pages, so go check them out and Panda Pusha play your Daily Lotto for an estimated 460,000 Rand jackpot today and stand a chance to win big. That's $500,000. That's a lot of money, okay? I don't know what the maths is on that, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be good for life. In fact, what is the maths doing, Carl?
Well, I actually just got my phone out because, Aiden, we had a conversation earlier, and I think what's important for somebody who is every single day conquering social anxiety and a bunch of different other angles of anxiety, it's important to note, like, you need to be affirmed.
Yeah.
So there are so many comments on your live performance a little earlier, like from Rene, you got this, remember you are not alone, thanks for the song, someone needs to hear this. I think people understand your cause, amazing performance, people saying that you have an amazing voice, but we know that it's just, I mean, we do. Look, and I think that for you to receive comments of this positivity, I need to ask about just you, do you feel that? Are you letting that in?
Yes, I 100% am. I read all my comments and I take everyone into consideration, and I'm so grateful for everyone who has, you know, been a fan of my music or is becoming a fan. Like, I'm so grateful for everyone.
And it's really great. And there were a few other comments here. One from Josephine Pixton, one of our favorites, saying you're amazing, amazing performance. Princess Abram saying you got such a soothing voice. And I hope that anybody, if you are getting any sort of feedback, all right, not all of it's going to be positive. But I think we have a filter. We can be the gatekeepers of our own happiness. Let in the good. Let in the positive stuff.
Exactly.
And let that fuel something like this next performance of yours. And just remind us, what are you about to do?
I'm about to sing I Don't Usually Fall, but when I do.
All right. I don't usually fall, but when I do, I sing. Let's go for it. Aiden Fraser and you feel
Thank you.
Good breakfast show. Let's listen.
It's only been a day, I fall in love way too quickly. Lately I've been off my way. I only hope that you still have me. Oh, I don't usually fall, but when I do, oh, I'll only fall in love with you. So let's go walking in the woods, start talking about our childhoods, understand each other's souls. I already know yours is old. I wish to one day leave this town. I hope for you to come around. You are the one I want to hold when it gets dark, when it gets cold. It's only been a day. I feel as if I already know you. Lately I've been hiding away from all things that are good and true. I don't usually fall, but when I do, I'll only fall in love with you. So let's go walking in the woods, start talking about our childhoods, understand each other's souls. I already know yours is old. I wish to one day leave this town. I hope for you to come around. You are the one I want to hold when it gets dark, when it gets cold. In the night, it feels right in your arms. Oh, no black or white, our light shine bright. You're my lucky charm. Let's go walking in the woods, start talking about our childhoods, understand each other's souls. I already know yours is old. I wish to one day leave this town for you to come around. You are the one I want to hold when it gets dark, when it gets cold. I don't usually fall, but when I do, oh, I'll only fall in love with you. So let's go walking in the woods, start talking about our childhoods, understand each other's souls. I already know yours is old. I wish to one day leave this town. I hope for you to come around. You are the one I wanna hold when it gets dark, when it gets cold.
Thank you, thank you. This next song is Small Town Boy.
To your soul, to your soul. Cry. You leave in the morning with everything you own in a little black case. Alone on a platform, the wind and the rain on a sad and lonely face. Mother will never understand why you had to leave. The answers you seek will never be found at home. No, the love that you need will never be found at home. Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Pushed around and kicked around, I was a lonely boy. Who was the one that they talk about around town as they put you down? a sad and lonely face.
Another feel-good production.
Indulge in Clover's Moy River Pure Salted Butter. Perfect for cooking, baking and spreading. Elevate every dish with Clover Moy River Butter.